The following is a live sports presentation of Glycod. GLICOD.com.
Glycod's coverage of Oldham High School's basketball starts now.
29th District Semifinal action here this evening as we are live at South Oldham High School inside the dungeon. Justin Kalin, Gary Forrest on the call for you here this evening as we get set for a doubleheader. First, we will have the girls contest. 3-26 North Oldham set to take on 13-16 Oldham County. Coach, should be a fun night of basketball here inside the dungeon.
It should be. You know, one of the unique things about this 29th District is all three of the Oldham County schools, and we're one of the unique three-team districts in the state of Kentucky. So county bragging rights, to say the least.
Absolutely, no doubt. Excited to see how it all shakes out here tonight as we'll step aside for our first break, come back on the other side. And Coach got a chance to catch up with North Oldham head coach Marcus Shelmadine here prior to the game. You'll hear that conversation next as we continue to get you set for Oldham High School's basketball right here on Glycod.
Dependable, friendly heating, cooling, electric, and plumbing service. It's Kinzer & Kinzer at 200 East Jefferson Street in LaGrange. Locally owned and operated since 1983. Call 502-222-0497.
LaGrange Service Center is a professional automotive service center that aims to provide the highest level of customer satisfaction. Their team is dedicated to performing honest and ethical work. Their experienced technicians make affordably priced immediate and scheduled repairs. Plus, they offer 24-hour emergency roadside assistance and much more. Located at 409 West Jefferson Street or call 502-222-1673. LaGrange Service Center.
Trying to be a responsible citizen and the best recycler you can be, but you just aren't sure what goes where? Google Oldham County Waste Wizard and check out the Wizard search engine. Just type in the name of your mystery item and see what pops up. It will tell you whether it goes in the trash, recycle bin, or donations. It tells you how to discard troublesome items like paint and televisions. Can you believe it even tells you how to get rid of a boat? Oldham County Waste Wizard. Do you believe in magic?
This message funded by Oldham County Solid Waste Management.
Are you a parent battling with raising your child in today's fallen world? You're not alone. The Operation Parent Handbook is your beacon of hope with info and guidance on social media, vaping, anxiety, and more. It's a resource that equips you with the guidance and conversation starters you need in your parenting journey. Use discount code KIDS at checkout to get 10% off any handbook. Visit operationparent.org to reclaim your confidence as a parent. Operation Parent, you've got this.
For your surprisingly great rates, contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Leslie Gilly in Crestwood today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
A lot goes into taking care of your property. You need equipment with more durability, versatility, and #1 rated reliability built in, like Kubota compact tractors that can do it all right, Z-Series mowers that deliver a quality cut, and the Sidekick utility vehicle built for hard work and fun at 40 miles per hour. Kubota equipment lives up to the highest standards. Yours. Visit your local dealer today.
This edition of Coach's Comments is brought to you by Anderson Sales and Service in Crestwood, making your life easier with quality products and quality service. Find out more at andersonsales.com.
Gary Forrest coming to you live from South Oldham High School, where tonight 29th District Tournament begins. Game number 1, it's the North Oldham Mustangs playing host to the Oldham County Lady Colonels. I'm here with North's coach, Coach Marcus Shelmadine. Coach, less than a month ago you played these gals down at your place. Now it's rematch time.
Absolutely. We're excited. We're ready to go. You know, we look a little bit different than we did a month ago. We've added a couple things, and I think the biggest thing for us has just been constantly pounding into them to believe. We've played a lot of good teams between then and now, and I think we're ready to go.
Well, Coach, you know, as we remarked when we saw you a month ago, you may be one of the youngest teams in the state of Kentucky. And like anything else with youth, there's always that growing period and such. And as we reach the end of this season, we'll get to take a look at that tonight.
Yeah, we are. We're extremely young. There's nothing we can do about that. But at the end of the day, too, we have everybody out there with 28, 29 varsity games. Izzy and Emmeline have played in this game before. So we're going to lean on them and their experience. And at the end of the day, our 8th graders have matured a lot, and they'll be ready to go as well as our freshmen.
Coach, things that you'll have to do tonight to be successful against this Oldham bunch.
I think we got to keep the game in the 40s. We've only gotten to the 50s once. We're going to have to defend. We're going to have to rebound. I assume they're going to press us. We're going to have to handle pressure. We got to get the ball across half court and be aggressive. And ultimately, we got to believe we can win. I think that's the biggest thing.
Well, what I hear you saying is, you know, it's a tempo that's going to favor you is to slow it down, not get in a hurry, and play your game rather than anybody else's.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, tempo is big for us. Getting a shot every time, getting a good shot, being able to finish possessions. We sometimes can play 25, 30 seconds of good defense, and then we give them an offense rebound and it just kills us. Being able to end possessions is going to be big for us.
Well, you've heard Coach Marcus Shelmadine, where tonight his North Oldham Lady Mustangs will play host to the Oldham County Lady Colonels in 29th District action here at South Oldham High School. This is Gary Forrest for Glycod.com Sports.
Only your locally owned Cub Cadet dealer has genuine parts, accessories, trained service technicians, and the widest selection of innovative Cub Cadet products. We're here for you whenever you need us, with expert service and support to keep your equipment running at peak performance for years to come. Visit your locally owned power equipment dealer, Anderson Sales and Service in Madison, Crestwood, and our newest location at 1675 Watterson Trail in Louisville.
Founded in 1910 in the Ohio Valley region, German American Bank has been raising the standards in banking and wealth management for over a century. Big enough to provide the conveniences of modern banking, yet small enough to care about the people and communities we serve. Because we believe that when a community thrives, its people prosper. We're lending more than money. We're lending a hand. German American Bank, building our community together.
From tools and equipment to tips on finishing your project, see the helpful folks at Crestwood Hardware, your locally owned Ace Hardware store. Built on more than a century of service, Crestwood Hardware offers Oldham County's best and most convenient selection of products for your home, farm, or garden. Visit Crestwood Hardware at 6536 West Highway 22, phone 502-241-8491. And for rewards when you shop, download the Ace Hardware app.
When you need protection and peace of mind with superior service, contact Jay Hall at Insurance Associates in LaGrange. Choose from their range of policies that cover what you value most, including dozens of top-name insurance companies like Westfield. For more information and a free no-obligation quote, call 502-222-9558. Insurance Associates at 204 West Jefferson Street in LaGrange. Insurance for all areas of your life. Time matters, and when you need a fast and easy car wash, try Clementine's. Family owned and open 24 hours a day. Clementine's is a touchless wash that can make your car look as good as new in as little as 3 minutes. Visit them at Kroger Fuel Center at 2010 Highway 53 in LaGrange. Clementine's, a proud supporter of high school athletics and juiced by Thomas Car Wash. Proud supporters of Oldham County High School's athletics. Robin Lawson and Financial Solutions Incorporated have been recognized over a dozen times as Oldham County's best financial planner. Robin and his team provide individuals and small businesses the tools needed to achieve their financial goals, because they care not just about the result, but also the process. Visit their office in LaGrange at 309 West Jefferson Street, or learn more online at oldhamfinancial.com. Financial Solutions Incorporated. Clarity for your financial future.
Blinds Direct, not just blinds. Blinds Direct, not just blinds.
You're watching Oldham High School's basketball from Glycod.
Back here inside the dungeon at South Oldham High School, Justin Kalen, Gary Forrest back here alongside you as we continue to get you set for Oldham High School's basketball 29th District semifinal action tonight, as it'll be the girls up first. We'll have the boys contest to follow. And Gary, we got to get everybody their inside look. An inside look on tonight's game is presented by Blinds Direct. Looking for the best in home decor at Blinds Direct. They offer custom blinds, wallpaper, and more, proudly supporting Louisville for over 30 years. Visit blindsdirect.com for the area's best selection. Coach, let's first start for the North Oldham Mustangs. Our inside look on them.
Well, we might be seeing North as well as Oldham, two of the youngest girls basketball teams in the state of Kentucky, and it just so happens they're going to play each other this round one. For North Oldham, you know, a lot of 7th graders, a lot of 8th graders, a lot of gals, first year of high school basketball action, and as a result, Coach Scheldemine, you know, I think his feelings are, let's keep this tempo at a pace where his kids don't have everything just thrown at them at once. They've gotten better. With youth comes success. It's just going to take a while. So for them, keep the turnovers to a minimum, have the tempo at the pace they want. They don't want to run and rip, and that gives them an opportunity to maybe pull off an upset.
All right, Coach, how about for the Colonels of Oldham County, 13-16 coming into this one? Your inside look on them.
Well, just as North Oldham is having a year where they
back here at the dungeon at South Oldham High School, as we could,
where they're continuing to rebuild. Oldham is probably a year ahead of North in their rebuilding era, and as a result, their records show it. You know, they won 13 games this year. They've got youth, but they also have a couple of seniors that have had the experience to help them carry away. They'll want to pick up the tempo, just as North wants to slow the tempo. Oldham County's want to get out and go. And one of the things I think they'll do to this young North Oldham team is they're going to press them.
Yeah,
in doing so, they're going to create an up-tempo game.
Contrast of styles, no doubt about it. Should be a lot of fun. As before we step aside to a break, just a reminder that this broadcast is authorized by South Oldham High School with production rights owned by Glycod Media. Our aim is to provide the most positive representation for all student athletes, coaches, and game personnel. Thank you for watching. And I got a chance to catch up with Oldham County head coach Jim Hook prior to the game here tonight. You'll hear that conversation next on Oldham High School's basketball right here on Glycod.
Direct, not just blinds. Blinds Direct, not just blinds.
Yeah, definitely. Best competition. Check it. Ooh.
Need a better battery? Get an Interstate battery. Outrageously dependable.
Should have had an Interstate.
Come by Interstate Batteries, 1510 Production Road, Jeffersonville.
For dependable, friendly heating, cooling, electric, and plumbing service, it's Kinzer & Kinzer at 200 East Jefferson Street in LaGrange. Locally owned and operated since 1983. Call 502-222-0497.
Trying to be a responsible citizen and the best recycler you can be, but you just aren't sure what goes where? Google Oldham County Waste Wizard and check out the Wizard search engine. Just type in the name of your mystery item and see what pops up. It will tell you whether it goes in the trash, recycle bin, or donations. It tells you how to discard troublesome items like paint and televisions. Can you believe it even tells you how to get rid of a boat? Oldham County Waste Wizard, do you believe in magic?
This message funded by Oldham County Solid Waste Management.
Glycod on YouTube is Kentuckiana's fastest growing high school sports video site. When you click to subscribe, don't forget to tap the bell and be notified of our upcoming live broadcasts and other unique video content. Subscribe for free now at youtube.com/Glycod.
Looking to ease the stress of running a business? Then count on the accountants at Kelly King & Company. They offer a wide array of services, including taxes, payroll, and bookkeeping, while providing deep analysis and strategic guidance to help you make sound, smart business decisions. Contact Troy in Crestwood at 502-241-5656 or visit them online at kingcpa.net. Kelly King & Company, proudly serving and supporting Oldham County for generations and a dedicated partner to small business.
LaGrange Service Center is a professional automotive service center that aims to provide the highest level of customer satisfaction. Their team is dedicated to performing honest and ethical work. Their experienced technicians make affordably priced immediate and scheduled repairs. Plus, they offer 24-hour emergency roadside assistance and much more. Located at 409 West Jefferson Street or call 502-222-1673. LaGrange Service Center.
You're watching Oldham High School's basketball from Glycod.
Back here at the Dungeon at South Oldham High School as we continue to get you set for Oldham High School's basketball this evening on Glycod. Justin Kalin back here with you, and I'm joined now by Oldham County head coach Jim Hook. Coach, you're in your second season, 23-37 overall. What's the mindset coming into this district?
Our goal is to get Oldham County back to the regional tournament for the first time since before COVID, so we haven't been there a while. We've accomplished a goal, win a district game, which they had also not done since 2019. So we've taken steps forward as a program. Our goal is to continue to step forward. This year it's get back to the regional tournament, and hopefully going forward it's more and more.
Is there a little extra juice in this one because it's against a rivalry opponent and knowing if you all do win, you're going to get another rival in the championship?
You want to win games because you want to win games. I think that's a symbol. Maybe it's more for the girls, but we like winning. Winning is the best feeling in the world, and losing happens to be one of the worst feelings in the world. So I think it's just simple. We want to win every game on the schedule.
Yeah, well, and you all did that the first time around against them. 49-40 was the final score. What did you learn in that contest? Were you surprised with how close that ended up being, or how'd that all play out?
They really hit some shots. We want to play at a faster pace than we tried to last time. We want to really speed this game up. Our goal is to get into the 50s. We average about 50 points a game. They're in the low 30s. So we're looking at two very different styles. Now, they try to take a lot of threes, and we're going to want to try to get around the rim. So you'll see that. But we really want to speed this game up, make it a full court game. I think we're a little deeper than they are. So
yeah, no doubt. And you all are led by Haley Wood, 12.5 points a game. Aubrey Batts, 10.4 points per game. They're the only two in double figures. But below them, it seems like you all are really balanced scoring-wise.
Yeah, I think we have a really balanced approach. I think there's, we'll play about 8 or 9, and any one of them really can lead us in scoring any given night. That's what's really fun about this group. We share the ball really well, and we rebound. We're over 31 rebounds a game, so that's, I think, is going to be the key stat tonight. North does a really good job of offensive rebounding. We have to do a good job of getting the defensive rebound and looking to get the ball outlet and go down the floor quickly.
Sure. All right, Coach. Well, we'll let you get to it. Best of luck tonight, and we'll talk in the future.
Thanks. I appreciate it.
All right, we'll be back here on Glycod. Your starting lineups coming up next as we continue to get you set for Oldham High School's basketball.
For your surprisingly great rates, contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Leslie Gilly in Crestwood today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
From tools and equipment to tips on finishing your project, see the helpful folks at Crestwood Hardware, your locally owned Ace Hardware store. Built on more than a century of service, Crestwood Hardware offers Oldham County's best and most convenient selection of products for your home, farm, or garden. Visit Crestwood Hardware, 6536 West Highway 22, phone 502-241-8491. And for rewards when you shop, download the Ace Hardware app.
Time matters, and when you need a fast and easy car wash, try Clementine's. Family owned and open 24 hours a day. Clementine's is a touchless wash that can make your car look as good as new in as little as 3 minutes. Visit them at Kroger Fuel Center at 2010 Highway 53 in LaGrange. Clementine's, a proud supporter of high school athletics, and juiced by Thomas Car Wash.
Are you a parent battling with raising your child in today's fallen world? You're not alone. The Operation Parent Handbook is your beacon of hope with info and guidance on social media, vaping, anxiety, and more. It's a resource that equips you with the guidance and conversation starters you need in your parenting journey. Use discount code KIDS at checkout to get 10% off any handbook. Visit operationparent.org to reclaim your confidence as a parent. Operation Parent, you've got this.
Founded in 1910 in the Ohio Valley region, German American Bank has been raising the standards in banking and wealth management for over a century. Big enough to provide the conveniences of modern banking, yet small enough to care about the people and communities we serve. Because we believe that when a community thrives, its people prosper. We're lending more than money. We're lending a hand. German American Bank, building our community together.
When you need protection and peace of mind with superior service, contact Jay Hall at Insurance Associates in LaGrange. Choose from their range of policies that cover what you value most, including dozens of top-name insurance companies like Westfield. For more information and a free no-obligation quote, call 502-222-9558. Insurance Associates at 204 West Jefferson Street in LaGrange. Insurance for all areas of your life.
A lot goes into taking care of your property. You need equipment with more durability, versatility, and #1 rated reliability built in. Like Kubota compact tractors that can do it all right. Z-Series mowers that deliver a quality cut. And the Sidekick utility vehicle built for hard work and fun at 40 miles per hour. Kubota equipment lives up to the highest standards. Yours. Visit your local dealer today.
You're watching Oldham High School's basketball from Glycod.
To be a responsible citizen and the best recycler you can be, but you just aren't sure what goes where? Google Oldham County Waste Wizard and check out the Wizard search engine. Just type in the name of your mystery item and see what pops up. It will tell you whether it goes in the trash, recycle bin, or donations. It tells you how to discard troublesome items like paint and televisions. Can you believe it even tells you how to get rid of a boat? Oldham County Waste Wizard, do you believe in magic?
This message funded by Oldham County Solid Waste Management.
From Glycod, it's Oldham High School's basketball. Tonight's game is brought to you by Oldham County Solid Waste Management, featuring the Waste Wizard search engine. Anderson's Sales and Service, a top choice for homeowners and lawn professionals. Kinzer & Kinzer, delivering clean, comfortable air. State Farm Insurance Agent Leslie Gilly. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. German American Bank, serving our community since 1910. LaGrange Service Center, Mortensen Family Dental, Operation Parent, and Financial Solutions Incorporated. Now courtside for all the action of Oldham High School's basketball on Glycod.
Back here, South Oldham High School, as we are just about set for 29th District semifinal action. First up, our girls contest between the 3 and 26 North Oldham Mustangs and the 13-16 Oldham County Colonels. Justin Galen, Gary Forrest back here alongside you as we've got to bring you your starting lineups. Tonight's starting lineups are brought to you by Mortensen Family Dental. A healthy smile means a healthier you. Visit Mortensen Dental to locate an office near you. First for Oldham County. North Oldham here. It's going to be number 2, Kinley Seeley, an 8th grader, 5'4". Caroline Stickle wears number 14. She is also an 8th grader at 5'8". Emmeline Myers wears number 15, a 5'7" freshman. Ava Crace is an 8th grader, 5'10", wearing number 23. And Izzy Gross wearing number 35, a 5'10" junior. For Oldham County, it's going to be Paxton Lewis, a 5'5" 8th grader. Aubrey Batts wears number 3, a 5'4" junior. Maddie LaSalle, a 5' 7th grader. JC Bryant is an 8th grader, and you've got Lexi Polly as a 5'7" freshman. So, Coach, as we talked about in the pregame, a lot of youth for both of these teams.
Very much so. One of the things we mentioned earlier, Justin, is these two teams playing each other tonight might be two of the youngest teams in the state of Kentucky.
Should be fun to see how this one plays out as North Oldham in their teal uniforms, and Oldham County will be rocking their home white uniforms. As this place is jumping, folks continuing to file in. A 49-40 win for Oldham County in the regular season, and how about that quick start as Emmeline Myers all the way to the bucket for the finish. And then another one by Izzy Gross. I couldn't even look down to write the score down, Coach.
Well, quick turnover.
And now another one.
So 2 quick turnovers by Oldham County enables North to build this 4-zip lead early with the ball out of bounds, side possession.
As now it is North Oldham remaining in possession here as Myers going to drive in again but loses it. By the way, these two teams have linked up a ton over the years. Since 2008, it is Oldham County with a 6-2 advantage. Actually, since 2005, a 22-7 advantage in the playoffs. Oldham County with a 6-2 advantage. As I mentioned, a 49-40 win for Oldham County in the regular season. But so far, Coach, a great start here for North Oldham as Myers goes to the free throw line.
Yeah, if you're North, you can't be any more happy than the way things have started off. They forced 2 turnovers, got a couple of quick buckets. Sometimes they're offensively challenged to go along with their youth.
As Myers misses both free throws, so Oldham County will try to bring it onto their side of the floor, and now they finally do as it's in the hands of Paxton Lewis. Now a three-pointer here. And off the top of the backboard and goes through, but it whistled dead because of the backboard.
Not a good sign for Oldham. Their first bucket goes in only to be ruled no goal as it hit the guide wire above the basket.
That was Aubrey Batts, the junior, who got the starting nod.
Oldham right now, Justin, trying to put pressure on and have forced an early turnover by North Oldham.
Myers stepping on the sideline there.
You're going to see Oldham try to pressure North as much as possible tonight because they want an up-tempo game.
Coach, the leading scorer for Oldham County not starting in this game, Haley Wood, somebody who's putting up 12.5 points per game. How long do you go without putting her out there?
Well, I don't really know the reason. We don't get into those things. If it's injury, if it's discipline, a lot of times those will indicate how long a person does or does not come in.
As Batts will fire another three, comes up empty. Still 4-0 North Oldham here as we played just over a minute in this first quarter. 29th District Semifinal.
Straight man-to-man by Oldham County trying to pressure the ball.
And making life difficult there on Emmeline Myers is Lexi Polly, the freshman. Now dropping it down low, and they're going to lose it out about. No, she saved it. Well done there by Ava Crace. But it goes right into the hands of the Colonels, who promptly turn it over themselves.
Well, both teams 2 turnovers to start the first quarter.
Chalk that up to nerves, Coach?
Oh, I think so. Nerves and youths. And the thing about it is that team that settles down the first in a game of this magnitude obviously has the advantage.
As Myers driving in again, was looking for another bucket. Offensive rebound. And they're going to have another opportunity here. Well done there by Izzy Gross taking it out. Talked to Coach Hook about the offensive rebounding for North Oldham. So playing out just like he expected here in the beginning portions of this one as that ball batted out of bounds. Will stay here with the Mustangs. Stickle triggers the inbounds but throws it right into the hands of the Colonels. And now they're looking for their first bucket and not going to get it here as Lexi Pauley floated that one up, but we do have a foul call.
Well, his official never really gave the signal. She's just indicated out of bounds, Oldham underneath their basket.
Oh, wow, okay. So triggering the inbound here. Bats thought about another three, instead gets it out on top for LaSalle. Now a three-pointer fired up here, comes up empty and taken away. Now here comes North Oldham again. Ball in the hands of Emmeline Myers. Now with Izzy Gross as she'll float it up and draw some contact.
Well, Justin, one of the things we see that North looks like is a big part of their game plan. They're going to take the ball to the basket. Good things happens when you take it to the basket. You get fouled, you make a shot, or you turn it over. Two of those are beneficial.
First free throw by Gross up and in. As LaSalle going to come out of the game for Oldham County. She is replaced by, I believe that was Kayla Da Silva, the 8th grader coming off the bench as the second free throw no good by Gross. She's got 3 early points here. Now in the backcourt trying to get it across here is Oldham County. They finally do. And some more contact up top as that's going to go against Caroline Stickle. By the way, this Oldham County team scoring 50 points per game this season, allowing 51.5, but Coach, 3 minutes into this thing, still a goose egg up on the scoreboard.
Well, once again, first game of the districts.
As now an offensive rebound and stick back, and there it is. Now they crack the scoring column as J.C. Bryant gets that one up and in. Now crossing the timeline with it is Sealy. Free throw line jumper, Myers leaves it short. And rebounded inside there by Da Silva. Quick outlet up. Now inside, and a good look at the bucket, and another one will fall for J.C. Bryant. That's 4 quick points for her, and Oldham County back to within 1. And with that, we are going to get a timeout called by North Oldham. It'll be a full timeout, so we'll sneak one in as well. Stick with us. We've got more Oldham High School's basketball coming up for you on Glycod.
Not just blind. Blind to rent, not just blind.
You're watching Oldham High School's basketball from Glycod.
And back here at South Oldham High School for the latest updates on all things high school athletics, including continuous score updates. Visit glycod.com. We really enjoy what we do and appreciate your support. Justin Kalen, Gary Forrest back here alongside you as we're nearly halfway through this first quarter of play. Todd Carter, our on-site producer, Christian Sanchez on camera for us this evening. And Coach, a little bit of a slower start for both of these teams, but you look up at the scoreboard, it's a 5-4 ball game.
Well, I think what we're going to see tonight is a game of runs by both teams. The youth allowing for a little bit of maybe tightness here to start the game. Another turnover for North Oldham.
And that was Caroline Stickle in the backcourt.
Turnover number 4 here halfway through the first quarter for the Lady Mustangs.
Bats triggers the inbound. Haley Wood now in the game and on the floor for Oldham County. Number 14 in white. As driving in is De Silva. She loses it, and then another opportunity for J.C. Bryant, who gets fouled.
Well, Bryant right now, all the points for the Lady Colonels and a chance to build on that at the free throw line. Her dad, former Lady Colonel coach, former Mr. Basketball in Tennessee.
It's the type of analysis you get here on Glycod. Well done, Coach. As another one opportunity, this time for Haley Wood, can't convert after J.C. Bryant goes 1 of 2 from the stripe, so all knotted up at 5. Over halfway through this first quarter of play, 29th District semifinal. As that ball saved in bounds by the Mustangs, now they'll bring it back up top. Stickle picks up her dribble, but able to get it back off for Myers. Myers gets a screen there. And she'll pick up her dribble. Gets it off for Crace. And Crace, that shot looked like it was blocked away, but she keeps the possession alive. Now the long three comes up empty. And a battle for the board will lead to a jump ball. So back to Oldham County it goes. Good effort there down low by both teams.
You know, right now, as we're halfway through this first quarter, Oldham looks to be the more aggressive of the two. One of the things that North's going to have to do is attack the basket. Too much side to side. That enables Oldham to take chances and gamble on passes.
Maddie LaSalle back on the floor for Oldham now, as here she is with the rebound. 5 foot listed height, and she's able to get the offensive rebound there.
Well, you know, there's something said about hustle no matter what size you are.
A lot of times I feel like when you get those smaller players, they got that bulldog heart, Coach.
Well, haven't seen her play this year. She's a tiger out there on the floor, very aggressive.
Now North Oldham looking for some points here after they started the game on a 4-0 run. And now this one fired up, going to come up empty. Rebounded inside, this time by Haley Wood. Here she comes back the other direction, all the way up. And an easy finish down low by Kayla De Silva.
Well, that's all started by Wood with the defensive rebound, brought the ball down in transition, which led to an easy Lady Colonel's bucket.
Stickle trying to feed Myers down low, knocked out of play. As they'll trigger the inbounds from underneath their own basket here. And for Izzy Gross, and then she loses it out of play.
Turnover number 5 for the Lady Mustangs.
As LaSalle will bring it across the timeline, directing traffic. Big roll for the 7th grader here for Oldham County. Hands it off to Haley Wood, and she'll attack the bucket, and there's her first points of the evening.
Well, and that's what Wood does well. She will put it on the floor and take it to the basket. She averages double figures, and most of those points come off the dribble drive.
Now Gross is going to be fouled in the front court, as that was Aubrey Batts running right into her. Couple of substitutions coming onto the floor now for Oldham County, as it is going to be Kinsley Baddick and Lexi Polly coming back on the floor.
Lady Colonel's 2-3 zone now, but one of the things they'll do is push North further out, and another really unforced turnover by the Lady Mustangs. So the turnover's starting to build. That's turnover number 6 for North Oldham.
That was right on cue by you, Coach, talking about pushing them out. Pushed them right out of play. As Haley Wood now back in possession, and she's going to lose it as that's Myers coming away with it, and she'll get the finish on the other end. That's her second bucket.
Well, Myers, nice steal, rewarded the layup at the end.
Now it's Polly bringing it up, kicks it off. That mid-range jumper falls off the front iron. As Myers remains in possession here. Oldham County's 9, North Oldham 7. As now a dangerous pass on top, but able to get away with it. As back with Myers here, she'll fire the three and gets it. That's now 7 for Emmeline Myers. Keeping North Oldham afloat here as they jump back on top, now 10-9. Screen up top, now giving it back to Wood, and that one somehow comes off. The rebound by Crace, who quickly outlets it. Now on top, Izzy Gross, as we're going to get another foul called. That's going to be the 4th against Oldham County and the 2nd against Haley Wood.
Well, if Wood has a problem, sometimes it's being a little bit over-aggressive, and she's picked up 2 since she's checked in, so they'll have to take her out for a little bit.
And that's big because they were really struggling offensively with her over there on the sideline. So we'll see how they adjust now with her having to head back there as Myers' first free throw comes off. Another substitution here for Oldham County as J.C. Bryant back on the floor. Bydek will head over to the sideline.
Bryant right now, Oldham County's leading scorer.
Can say the same for Emmeline Myers in terms of North Oldham as she's now got 8. As the Mustangs leading by 2. Down to 10 seconds left in the quarter, and it's going to be a turnover as Gross comes away with it. Quickly up for Myers, who gets it to fall and earns the foul. So quickly into double figures is Emily Myers as we take a look at the replay here. Good effort there by Gross, just getting that pass up.
You know, Gross did a great job of anticipating, made the steal, and like you said, the wonder thing that she did was she made a great lead-out pass for her teammate, which ended up with a three-point play.
And that's now 11 for Emmeline Myers, and that North Oldham lead is up to 5 now at 14-9. 5 seconds as they're going to roll it in. Now all the way inside, kicks it out. Good look at 3. Got it to end the first quarter. Paxton Lewis gets Oldham County back to within 2. And we will head to the second quarter of play. An entertaining first quarter. Join us for the second on the other side of this break. You're watching Oldham High School's basketball right here on Glycod.
Dependable, friendly heating, cooling, electric, and plumbing service. It's Kinzer & Kinzer at 200 East Jefferson Street in LaGrange. Locally owned and operated since 1983. Call 502-222-0497.
LaGrange Service Center is a professional automotive service center that aims to provide the highest level of customer satisfaction. Their team is dedicated to performing honest and ethical work. Their experienced technicians make affordably priced immediate and scheduled repairs. Plus, they offer 24-hour emergency roadside assistance and much more. Located at 409 West Jefferson Street or call 502-222-1673. LaGrange Service Center.
You're watching Oldham High School's basketball from Glycod.
And back here, South Oldham High School, the site of tonight's 29th District Semifinals. Let's take a look at how that first quarter ended as it was a 14-9 lead for North Oldham, but a beautiful kick out leads to a wide open 3 for Paxton Lewis, who calmly knocks it down. Justin Kalen, Coach Gary Forrest back here alongside you. So, Coach, after that first quarter, all in all, it's a tight game. It was a back-and-forth type affair, and just what we expect in a rivalry contest.
Well, you know, the first couple of minutes, as you mentioned, Justin, things were a little tight, both teams. First game of the district, you showed. But now they both seem to have settled down, and we got a 2-point ball game.
Coach, you coached in this rivalry a lot in your day. How much does the emotion play in at the start of a game like tonight?
A lot. The best thing you can do is just have your kids settle down. You know, our goal always was, I wasn't calling a timeout till the other coach did. I told the kids, if you're going to play bad, it could be bad because I'm not calling a timeout.
Figure it out, right?
Yep.
As the missed bucket there by J.C. Bryant, who had a good first quarter, 5 points for her. But the story is Emmeline Myers, 11 points for North Oldham. As a near turnover again here. Instead, we're going to get a foul call. And that's going to go against the Mustangs.
Yeah, turnover for the Mustangs. Bodies hit the floor.
Izzy Gross picks that one up. As Josephine Berger, the 8th grader, going over to the North Oldham sideline. Caroline Stickle back out. As Maddie LaSalle will bring it across the timeline. Now driving in with it and getting all the way to the bucket. That was Josie Rosario. And she'll head to the stripe for a pair.
You know, unbeknownst to a lot of people, this youth movement that Oldham County has had going on for the last couple of years. 2 years ago, their middle school team was undefeated. And this year, at last time I saw it, they were undefeated, so I don't know if they ended that way or not. But you see the beginnings of it here on the varsity when those kids come in.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about that because you look up and down these rosters. It's a lot of 7th graders, 8th graders, even freshman players. That has to bode well for the future,
Well,
right?
They play that middle school program where it ends right around Christmas, so a lot of those kids are able to come right over here and introduce themselves to the high school kids in their JV, in some cases varsity programs.
Speaking of introducing, Rosario introduced herself to her first field goal, now with 3 points, and Oldham County back on top by 1. The intensity defensively has picked up by Oldham County. That much is easy to see. As on top with it now is Seeley, who loses it out of play, but they're going to say last touched by the Colonels. Stickle gets it in for Gross. Now back in the hands of Emmeline Myers. Already knocked down 1 3 tonight. Can't give her that much space up top. As trying to feed it down low, taken away by LaSalle. And here she comes with the quick outlet pass up, but gets it right back. Floats it up and in. What a move.
Well, the turnovers, North numbers starting to increase, and Oldham's opportunities at the basket. Thus, Oldham able to come from behind to build this 3-point lead, and now another turnover.
10-second violation was the call. Coach Hook on that Oldham County sideline, loving it.
Well, turnover number 7 for the Lady Mustangs.
Now triggering the inbound is Paxton Lewis. Just a reminder, if you joined us late, Haley Wood, the leading scorer for this Oldham County team, picked up 2 quick fouls in that first quarter, so she's over there on the sidelines. As LaSalle going to try another floater, this time comes up empty. And Stickle will bring it up the floor. And she bounced it right off the foot of Paxton Lewis, it looked like. And that's a good call by our officiating crew. That one a little tough to see, but did bounce it right off that foot.
Well, Coach Hook from Oldham enthusiastically proclaiming their ball, but the official didn't bite. North inbounds it from half court.
And Myers now back in possession. She's had the ball in her hands a lot tonight, as has Caroline Stickle, the 8th grader, but she gives it up. Now Crace nearly loses it, but able to get it out. And Myers can't get that one to fall. Battle for the rebound, taken out of there by the Colonels. And now another ball out of bounds, but it'll stay here with Oldham County.
Well, North has got to get some points inside the paint. You know, relying almost exclusively on the outside jumpers and not the percentage of shots I think they want. Crace has got to make some buckets inside using her size.
Here is Rosario with it, driving in. She'll leave it off now, and another foul inside as J.C. Bryant was trying to get it up on the rim.
Well, there's a case of Bryant, who started off the game scoring Oldham's first 5 points. Been a little quiet, but a chance to add to it right here.
And she'll hit the first.
Returning to the game for the Lady Mustangs, number 2, Kinley.
Yeah, you mentioned Crace coach needs to get some scoring going. She's the team's leading scorer at 7 points a game, also nearly 8 rebounds.
Yeah, kind of quiet on the offensive end. Oldham picking up the pressure now, trying to force the up-tempo.
And nearly forcing another 10-second violation, but Stickle able to get it across.
I'm with you. That was about a 9 count.
And now Sealy in possession here.
Too much dribbling out front. They've got to get the ball inside some for a better percentage shot. As we mentioned, there goes Crace.
And they're going to say she bounces it right on the inline.
Turnover number 8 for the Lady Mustangs.
Piling up. 19-14 our score line as we're nearly halfway through this second quarter. And another ball deflected, but able to remain with it. Leads to a wide open 3 and nearly banked it in, did Paxton Lewis. And then a foul following the rebound.
Fouls number Kayla De Silva, her first.
Kayla De Silva picking up the foul. That's her first. As there is the halfway mark left here in this first half. Tell you what, Coach, they've gotten in the passing lanes a lot better here in this second quarter, has Oldham County.
As the game has gone on, they brought that pressure out more and more. You hit it right on the head, Justin, and right now North seems to have a problem. Can't get the ball inside the arc on their end of the floor.
Reagan Worth picking up her dribble there, seeing her first action of the contest. As Izzy Gross has it poked loose. I believe it was LaSalle that poked that ball free.
Turnover number 9 for the Lady Mustangs.
Rosario in the corner, now cross court. Paxton Lewis, right where she ended the first quarter, and count it. Second 3 of the game is now Oldham's lead up to 8. As more pressure in the backcourt is going to force another turnover. LaSalle, Paxton Lewis again. That one misses everything. As Worth will try to bring it up, but she gets it knocked free. People continuing to file in here to the dungeon. Trying to take in some 29th District semifinal action here tonight as we'll have our boys contest next.
Well, a lot of the South Oldham fans, the boys don't play until the second game, so they'll come rolling in here about halftime.
That'll be an Oldham County and South Oldham matchup as LaSalle gets another bucket to fall. 4th point for her in the quarter, and that'll bring us to a timeout here with 2:47 left in the half. We'll sneak one in as well. Stick with us. More Oldham High School's basketball coming up on Glycod.
Tools and equipment to tips on finishing your project, see the helpful folks at Crestwood Hardware, your locally owned Ace Hardware store. Built on more than a century of service, Crestwood Hardware offers Oldham County's best and most convenient selection of products for your home, farm, or garden. Visit Crestwood Hardware at 6536 West Highway 22, phone 502-241-8491. And for rewards when you shop, download the Ace Hardware app.
You're watching Oldham High School's basketball from Glycod.
Oldham High School's basketball tonight from South Oldham, 29th District semifinals, as it is a 24-14 lead for Oldham County thanks to Paxton Lewis, who knocked down her second 3 of the contest moments ago. There you get another look at it. And she is loving that right wing there, Coach. Justin Kalen, Gary Forrest back with you.
Yeah, very much so. The problem with North is they've hit that scoring drought. They have a hard time scoring, as their averages indicate, and they haven't scored for about 5 minutes now.
Yeah, not scored in this quarter. As they turn the ball over again here, LaSalle will kick it out. Rosario's deep 2. Gets her own rebound, and the stick back up and in. Rosario now with 5 points here in the corner. Up for Gross. She'll try to drive it in. Floats it up. That somehow comes off. Crace had an opportunity at the stick back, and now Sticko will give it a go. She can't convert either. And finally the Colonels take it out of there, but nearly give it right back with the errant pass. And now they're going to slow things down with just over 2 minutes left in the half. Rosario. All the way to the hoop, and another one up and in. That's now 7, and Oldham County has doubled up the Mustangs, 28-14, and another turnover here as they call a 5-second violation.
Turnover number 12 for the Lady Mustangs, so now not able to get the ball across half court for about the last 2 minutes of this second quarter.
And with that, we are going to get another timeout taken here. This will be an Oldham County timeout, a 30-second one. We'll try to squeeze one in ourselves. Stick with us right here on Glycod for more Oldham High School's basketball.
Supporters of Oldham County High School's athletics. Robin Lawson and Financial Solutions Incorporated have been recognized over a dozen times as Oldham County's best financial planner. Robin and his team provide individuals and small businesses the tools needed to achieve their financial goals because they care not just about the result, but also the process. Visit their office in LaGrange at 309 West Jefferson Street or learn more online at oldhamfinancial.com. Financial Solutions Incorporated. Clarity for your financial future.
You're watching Oldham High School's basketball from Glycod.
Here's South Oldham High School just out of the timeout as we're going to have a missed shot forced up by Oldham County. But it was blocked away, so they'll remain in possession here with 1:42 remaining here in this first half. Justin Kalen, Gary Forrest back alongside you as Paxton Lewis looking for another three and finds it.
Lewis, the designated three shooter for Oldham, and I think that's her third in this quarter.
As Myers going to drop this one down low, and there's a bucket up and in by Ava Crace.
Finally, North able to break that scoring slump that went about 6 minutes in this quarter.
Coach, one other thing we didn't really touch on is Grayson Lures out for North Oldham here in this game. Second leading scorer for the Mustangs, so that is obviously a big-time loss for them here in this one.
Well, they're hard-pressed to score, and they take their second leading scorer. She played a lot last year, experienced player, and not able to play in this game.
31-16 our score. As dropping this one down low, that one comes off, but the offensive rebound and second opportunity as Kayla Da Silva, the 8th grader, will head to the free throw line. By the way, Paxton Lewis with those 3 threes, tripling her season average of points per game of 3.2. So well done by her so far.
Well, I tell you what, not knowing that factor, if you watched her tonight, you would think, man, this gal, she likes to shoot that three. It's got a pretty stroke.
She does, yeah. As both free throws come up empty, and now another ball batted out of bounds, and it'll stay here with Oldham County.
Well, another turnover by North Oldham, and of all places, underneath Oldham County's basket. Turnover number 13, starting to really mount up.
Yeah. As Paxton Lewis will send this thing inbounds for Bydek. Now on top for LaSalle. She'll back it up, now tries to drive in, floats it up, comes off. And big-time rebound inside as that was Finley Pershaw. Now going to the bucket here and missing another opportunity. And there she is again, Ava Crace. We were calling for more. She's picked it up here the last couple of minutes, Coach.
Well, you know, good thing for North that Crace has started to come alive now. Last 2 times down, been follow shots.
Grace gets that first one to fall despite the loud Oldham County student section just off to her left.
Well, you would expect Oldham to have the largest contingent as both their boys and girls play tonight.
As that one comes off. So Grace now with 3 points, and it's a 31-17 game. Down to 5 seconds left. Here's Paxton Lewis. She's got to get one off, and she will not, as that will bring us to the end of our first half of play. Oldham County 31, North Oldham 17 up on our scoreboard. We'll step aside for our halftime break here. Come back on the other side, and we'll break it all down for you right here on Glycod.
Are you a parent battling with raising your child in today's fallen world? You're not alone. The Operation Parent Handbook is your beacon of hope with info and guidance on social media, vaping, anxiety, and more. It's a resource that equips you with the guidance and conversation starters you need in your parenting journey. Use discount code KIDS at checkout to get 10% off any handbook. Visit operationparent.org to reclaim your confidence as a parent. Operation Parent, you've got this.
Looking to ease the stress of running a business? Then count on the accountants at Kelly King & Company. They offer a wide array of services, including taxes, payroll, and bookkeeping, while providing deep analysis and strategic guidance to help you make sound, smart business decisions. Contact Troy in Crestwood at 502-241-5656 or visit them online at kingcpa.net. Kelly King & Company, proudly serving and supporting Oldham County for generations and a dedicated partner to small business.
Founded in 1910 in the Ohio Valley region, German American Bank has been raising the standards in banking and wealth management for over a century. Big enough to provide the conveniences of modern banking, yet small enough to care about the people and communities we serve. Because we believe that when a community thrives, its people prosper. We're lending more than money. We're lending a hand. German American Bank, building our community together.
For your surprisingly great rates, contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Leslie Gilly in Crestwood today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Only your locally owned Cub Cadet dealer has genuine parts, accessories, trained service technicians, and the widest selection of innovative Cub Cadet products. We're here for you whenever you need us, with expert service and support to keep your equipment running at peak performance for years to come. Visit your locally owned power equipment dealer, Anderson Sales and Service in Madison, Crestwood, and our newest location at 1675 Waterson Trail in Louisville.
Time matters, and when you need a fast and easy car wash, try Clementine's. Family owned and open 24 hours a day. Clementine's is a touchless wash that can make your car look as good as new in as little as 3 minutes. Visit them at Kroger Fuel Center at 2010 Highway 53 in LaGrange. Clementine's, a proud supporter of high school athletics and juiced by Thomas Car Wash.
Trying to be a responsible citizen and the best recycler you can be, but you just aren't sure what goes where? Google Oldham County Waste Wizard and check out the Wizard search engine. Just type in the name of your mystery item and see what pops up. It will tell you whether it goes in the trash, recycle bin, or donations. It tells you how to discard troublesome items like paint and televisions. Can you believe it even tells you how to get rid of a boat? Oldham County Waste Wizard. Do you believe in magic?
This message funded by Oldham County Solid Waste Management.
Tonight's halftime report is brought to you by Oldham County Solid Waste Management. Find out how to recycle or dispose of any item with Waste Wizard at oldhamcountyky.gov under Solid Waste Management.
Oldham High School's basketball this evening for you right here on Glycod as we are halfway through our girls contest, 29th District Semifinal. Justin Kalen, Gary Forrest back here alongside you. And Coach, it was a slow start for both of these teams. North Oldham did have a 14-12 advantage after the first quarter, but they now trail by 14 here at the halftime break.
Well, you know, we mentioned before the game that North Oldham really was hard-pressed to score, and they came out of the box really well, but they hit that dry spell as they entered into the second quarter, only scored 3 points in the second quarter, and that 2-point lead they had at the end of the first quarter is now a deficit here at halftime, 31-17 favoring Oldham County.
Yeah, no doubt. Tonight's scoreboard, by the way, is presented by Robin Lawson of Financial Solutions. Clarity for your financial future. We'll step aside for another break here, come back on the other side, and we'll break down these stats from that first half. Stick with us. We've got it coming up on the other side. You're watching Oldham High School's basketball on Glycod.
Be a responsible citizen and the best recycler you can be, but you just aren't sure what goes where? Google Oldham County Waste Wizard and check out the Wizard search engine. Just type in the name of your mystery item and see what pops up. It will tell you whether it goes in the trash, recycle bin, or donations. It tells you how to discard troublesome items like paint and televisions. Can you believe it even tells you how to get rid of a boat? Oldham County Waste Wizard, do you believe in magic?
This message funded by Oldham County Solid Waste Management.
A lot goes into taking care of your property. You need equipment with more durability, versatility, and #1 rated reliability built in. Like Kubota compact tractors that can do it all right, Z-Series mowers that deliver a quality cut, and the Sidekick utility vehicle built for hard work and fun at 40 miles per hour. Kubota equipment lives up to the highest standards. Yours. Visit your local dealer today.
When you need protection and peace of mind with superior service, contact Jay Hall at Insurance Associates in LaGrange. Choose from their range of policies that cover what you value most, including dozens of top-name insurance companies like Westfield. For more information and a free no-obligation quote, call 502-222-9558. Insurance Associates at 204 West Jefferson Street in LaGrange. Insurance for all areas of your life. Proud supporters of Oldham County High School's athletics. Robin Lawson and Financial Solutions Incorporated have been recognized over a dozen times as Oldham County's best financial planner. Robin and his team provide individuals and small businesses the tools needed to achieve their financial goals because they care not just about the result, but also the process. Visit their office in LaGrange at 309 West Jefferson Street or learn more online at oldhamfinancial.com. Financial Solutions Incorporated. Clarity for your financial future.
Founded in 1910 in the Ohio Valley region, German American Bank has been raising the standards in banking and wealth management for over a century. Big enough to provide the conveniences of modern banking, yet small enough to care about the people and communities we serve. Because we believe that when a community thrives, its people prosper. We're lending more than money. We're lending a hand. German American Bank. Building our community together.
You're watching Oldham High School's basketball from Glycod.
Back here, South Oldham High School, as we have got a couple more minutes left here in our halftime break, and we've got to bring you some first half stats. Tonight's halftime stats are brought to you by German American Bank. Support your community school with a German American School Spirit check card. Visit GermanAmerican.com for more info. First, for your individual scoring, North Oldham found 3 players in the scoring column. 11 points for Emmeline Myers to lead the way. 3 points for Ava Crace, 3 as well for Izzy Gross. Oldham County, they had 6 players find the scoring column. They were led by Paxton Lewis, knocked down 3 threes in that first half. 7 points for Josie Rosario, 7 for J.C. Bryant as well. 4 points for Maddie LaSalle, 2 points for Haley Wood, and 2 points for Kayla De Silva. Coach, I'll now turn it to you. Let's take a look at our team statistics from that first half.
Well, one of the things we talked about for North Oldham to stay in this game, they wanted to slow the tempo down, and by doing that, you want to try to lead in rebounding, and you want to try to keep your turnovers to a minimum. The first quarter, things looked good for North, but as the second quarter went on, the turnovers started to increase. 13 for a total first half turnovers for North Oldham. And when you do that, you're giving the other team opportunities to score, and Oldham took advantage. What was a 2-point deficit to start the second quarter now is a 14-point lead for Oldham starting this third quarter.
Really, turnovers the story of that first half. We'll see if it can get a better here for North Oldham, as Sealy with a great drive to the bucket but can't convert, and now 3 more opportunities, and finally up and in by Ava Crace. Now with 5 points in the game, North Oldham back to within 12. 3-pointer here, fired up there by Aubrey Batts. Another opportunity here. That one also comes up empty. Now Stickle brings it across. She's joined out there by Sealy, Ava Crace, Emmeline Myers, and Izzy Gross. For Oldham County, it looks like their starters are out there as well. Paxton Lewis, Aubrey Batts, Maddie LaSalle, J.C. Bryant, and Lexi Polly. As here is LaSalle getting it over to her left for Polly. Polly now in the hands of Bryant. Her 3. They're going to say it was a 2, but she knocks it in either way. So now 9 points for her. Justin Kalen, Gary Forrest on the call for you this evening. Todd Carter, our on-site producer. Christian Sanchez running the camera for us this evening. As passing this one down low for Crace. Bryant got a hand on it. Now she gets another hand on it as she blocks it away. Here comes LaSalle, taking her time, bringing it up the floor. Looks over at Coach Hook. Now in the hands of Polly. Polly will stay aggressive and drive in, but she loses it, and they're going to say last touched by her. So much like the start of the game, a little clunky here to begin the second half of play, but it'll work itself out. As a takeaway here by LaSalle, she'll drop it down low for Polly, who gets it up and in. First points of the game for the freshman Lexi Polly. And with that, we are going to get a timeout called here by North Oldham. We'll step aside for one as well, as Oldham County 35, North Oldham 19 up on our scoreboard. You're watching Oldham High School's basketball on Glycod.
Time matters, and when you need a fast and easy car wash, try Clementine's. Family owned and open 24 hours a day. Clementine's is a touchless wash that can make your car look as good as new in as little as 3 minutes. Visit them at Kroger Fuel Center at 2010 Highway 53 in LaGrange. Clementine's, a proud supporter of high school athletics, and juiced by Thomas Car Wash.
You're watching Oldham High School's basketball from Glycod.
Back here, South Oldham High School on Steve Simpson Court. Justin Kalen, Gary Forrest back here alongside you inside the dungeon, where it is Oldham County holding a commanding lead as of now, 35-19, as we play 2 minutes into this third quarter. And coaches, they've been able to extend that lead a little bit, but teams here in this third quarter as well just continue to go back and forth.
It really is, and North is very much handicapped without Lures, one of their usual starters. She was a veteran. She played a lot last year, and missing her, no doubt, is pretty much put them in a jam. They're hard challenged to score, and it's shown itself here from the second and third quarters.
Well, and what that does is it makes Emmeline Myers have to play more, right? I don't think she's come out of the game one time tonight.
No, very much so, and, you know, the youth is showing.
As Crace's opportunity misses, and the second one also comes off, finally taken out of there by Oldham County. As here is Polly bringing it up the floor. She'll attack the rim. As that ball knocked out of play, last touched by the Mustangs. Dragons girls basketball team just below us, taking this one in, trying to figure out who they're going to play on Friday night. As Polly shot up and in, back-to-back buckets by her. A reminder, we will have Oldham County and South Oldham on the boys' side of things in their 29th district semifinal coming up next. Sealy will try the deep two. Misses everything. Rebounded inside by Kayla Da Silva. Now Polly will once again push the tempo, gets it into the corner, and that three comes up empty. But a nice job battling to take that ball away now. All kinds of bodies on the floor as we're going to get a jump ball, and it'll stay here with Oldham County. Coach, I tell you what, if it wasn't for Paxton Lewis, it'd be a cold night from beyond the perimeter for Oldham County. They've gotten good looks, just haven't been able to knock them in. As now the deep two, and that's going to fall through. Good looking shot there by Da Silva, as that's her fourth point of the ball game. Emmeline Myers, her team trailing by 20 now. As another ball that's poked free, picked up by Polly. Polly in the lane again, going to kick it out for another good look at three, and this time Batts is able to knock it in. So the first player not named Paxton Lewis to knock down a three. Makes it 42-19 as we're halfway through this third quarter. Ball knocked out of bounds, last touched by Oldham County.
Substitution for OC, number 14,
Haley Wood making her way back out onto the floor as she'll replace J.C. Bryant. Finley Pershaw also coming back on the floor for North Oldham as she replaces Sealy. Now in the corner here for Pershaw. She directs a little traffic. Picks up her dribble. Now Myers with it. And she'll lose it out of play, but it stays here with the Mustangs.
You know, right now, North having a hard time getting the ball anywhere inside the perimeter.
And when they're able to get it in, it's been aggressive defense for Oldham County. They've got a number of blocks here in this third quarter alone as Haley Wood misses the shot. Now Myers with it on top.
Once again, everything outside the arc.
Here's Izzy Gross. Now she'll send it over for Stickle. Stickle got real close to that sideline, but somehow avoided it. Now back with Gross. Gross loses it on her pursuit to the bucket, and here comes Oldham County again. And once again, it's the seventh grader, Maddie Lassell, getting it up and in for her sixth point of the ball game. And we are going to get another timeout taken here. It'll be a 30-second timeout. We'll sneak one in ourselves. Keep it with us right here on Glycod.
Ease the stress of running a business? Then count on the accountants at Kelly King & Company. They offer a wide array of services, including taxes, payroll, and bookkeeping, while providing deep analysis and strategic guidance to help you make sound, smart business decisions. Contact Troy in Crestwood at 502-241-5656 or visit them online at kingcpa.net. Kelly King & Company, proudly serving and supporting Oldham County for generations and a dedicated partner to small business.
You're watching Oldham High School's basketball from Glycod.
29th District semifinal action here tonight from South Oldham High School. Oldham High School's basketball this evening on Glycod. Justin Galen, Gary Forrest back here alongside you. And it has been all Oldham County here in this second half. 44-19 they lead now, outscoring the Mustangs 13-2 here in this third frame.
Well, North just not able to penetrate inside the arc, and Oldham is wised up. They're playing on top of the offensive player, forcing bad passes.
As Aubrey Batts missing another three there after just hitting one moments ago for the Colonels, who are in their white uniforms. North Oldham down there in their teal. I was trying to get it inside for Izzy Gross. She'll drive in on Wood and gets her own rebound. Stick back no good, and now two teammates battling for the offensive rebound there. Neither of them wanted to let it go.
Well, that's a bad thing. You can't fault their effort. Unfortunately, both of them tied each other up, and the possession goes back to Oldham.
Now here we go. Paxton Lewis with another three. This time it was from the left side of the floor. She hit all of them from the right side of the floor in that first half. And now a good pass down low for Crace, who gets it up and in, and she'll have an opportunity at the free throw line for a third.
Well, one of the things we talked about at halftime was, they need to try to get the ball in the crease to get some sort of offensive continuity in and around the block.
As we get a look at that basket up and in there by Ava Crace. She's now got 7 points in the game, looking for her 8th here. And comes up empty. 44-21, down to 90 seconds left in the quarter. Up top, Rosario thought about the three, instead gives it over for Wood. She'll get inside the lane, back to Rosario. Great give and go there, but Rosario couldn't finish the bucket. Fortunately for the Colonels, they will keep possession.
It's kind of a guessing game. The official blew the whistle, but we never saw a hand indicating which person, which team.
So now Wood gets it back inside, able to get it off again, and that is Bydek down there that is fouled. Kinsey Bydek, a 6-foot sophomore. She'll have a couple opportunities now at the free throw line.
We'll give Wood the credit for that one. Justin, she did a great job on penetration and hit her teammate down on the block.
As Bydek's first free throw misses, you can see at the top of your screen there, all the folks continuing to flood into the dungeon here at South Oldham. Bydek's second is up and in. Her first point of the game. And now they're going to force a turnover here as Rosario goes back to get it. And what a block inside there by Izzy Gross. Was not allowing her to have an easy one that time.
Izzy Gross, her second, team's second.
The clock stops with exactly a minute left, but they call Gross for a foul. So Rosario will go back to the free throw line for a couple. And hits the first.
Returning to the game for North, number 13.
46-21. And Rosario gets them both. Tell you what, Coach, I've been impressed by her off the bench tonight. Another youngin', she's just a freshman. Well, she's now got 9 points and provided some really good minutes for this Oldham County team. As now another ball batted loose, taken out of there by LaSalle, and then she's going to be whistled for the travel. As Josephine Berger coming back out onto the floor. She'll replace Finley Pershaw. Berger will trigger the inbound. Into the corner. Great look for Emmeline Myers. But just a little too much mustard, but offensive rebound inside by Mara Gibson. Now Myers dropping it down low. Another good look here. This one comes up empty by Berger. And then a foul down low on the stick back attempt. So it'll be Gibson heading to the free throw line, a 5'8 freshman. Down to 30 seconds left here in this third quarter. Gibson up and in. Now here we go, Oldham County. See how they end the quarter here. It has been one of their better ones so far tonight as Rosario going to fire a three, misses short. The rebound by Bydek gets it back outside the perimeter. Haley Wood now in the corner. LaSalle will fire it up, and she misses. And the rebound by North Oldham. Down to one. They've got to get a shot off, and they will not, as that will bring us to the end of our third quarter. 47-22, Oldham County with a commanding lead heading to the fourth and final frame. We'll step aside for our quarter break here, come back on the other side, and we'll bring you that fourth quarter. You're watching Oldham High School's basketball this evening on Glycod.
Are you a parent battling with raising your child in today's fallen world? You're not alone. The Operation Parent Handbook is your beacon of hope with info and guidance on social media, vaping, anxiety, and more. It's a resource that equips you with the guidance and conversation starters you need in your parenting journey. Use discount code KIDS at checkout to get 10% off any handbook. Visit operationparent.org to reclaim your confidence as a parent. Operation Parent, you've got this.
Blind Direct, not just blinds. Blind Direct, not just blinds.
You're watching Oldham High School's basketball from Glycod.
Fourth and final quarter just about underway here from South Oldham High School. 29th District Girls Semifinal action. Justin Kalen, Gary Forrest back here alongside you. And Coach, it was all Oldham County in that third quarter. They now lead by 25.
This is what I know North was afraid of, that they would get down and forced to have to speed up their play, and in doing so, they're not getting a lot of points out of it.
As now the stick back here, that one up and in by Gibson.
I thought North might have got a foul on the first shot there, but no call, but they did get the follow-up shot.
So now up to 24 on the scoreboard. It's not a high-powered offensive team, only putting up 31 points a game this year.
No, and when you get down, it's hard to get back in the game. And once again, another foul in front of us with no call.
I'll be honest, Coach, I didn't see the last one. That one, yeah, I'm with you. As the try by Haley Wood comes off, but Rosario tracks down the rebound and then just sprints to the top of the key and fires the three. As Gross will get hacked down low. Rosario picks it up.
Returning to the game for the Lady Colonels, number 24, Kayla Da Silva.
Kayla Da Silva back on the floor now for Coach Hook. Now coming across with it here is Emmeline Myers, and she will get fouled down low by Paxton Lewis, so a pair of free throws upcoming here.
Foul number 1, Paxton Lewis. Her first, team second.
By the way, 12-16, Oldham County taking on 25-4 South Oldham in our second of our doubleheader this evening. Game slated for a 7:45 tip-off. Looks like we're probably right on pace for that. As Myers knocks that ball out of bounds. Still no signal. And they will go back to Oldham County. Myers now up to 12 points in the contest, 47-25.
North Oldham 1-2-2, trying to chase the ball out front.
And good block down low there by Gross. As it's going to get the ball back for the Mustangs, at least momentarily. And now they'll give it back, as on the sideline was Josephine Berger. Just over 6 minutes left here in this fourth quarter. And now Myers with a steal up top, got into the passing lane. She'll go all the way to the bucket, can't convert as it's batted out of bounds. And back to the Colonels it goes.
Myers, I think, was expecting contact and didn't get it, and what was a wide open layup ended up out of bounds, Oldham County.
Haley Wood now in possession for the Colonels. Into the corner, Lewis can't get her fourth three to fall. And rebounded by Berger. Quick outlet up for Myers, who drops it down low for Crace, up and in. She's now got 9 points in the game, and we are going to get another timeout taken here with a 20-point game up on our scoreboard. We'll step aside for a break as well. Stick with us right here on Glycod.
Only your locally owned Cub Cadet dealer has genuine parts, accessories, trained service technicians, and the widest selection of innovative Cub Cadet products. We're here for you whenever you need us, with expert service and support to keep your equipment running at peak performance for years to come. Visit your locally owned power equipment dealer, Anderson Sales and Service in Madison, Crestwood, and our newest location at 1675 Waterson Trail in Louisville. You're watching Oldham High School's basketball from Glycod.
Back here, South Oldham High School, as both teams making their way back onto the floor. Let's take a look at that last fast break for North Oldham that got them those points heading into that timeout. Great job down low getting it to Ava Crace, and she's able to get it up and in as now back in action. As Oldham County has possession here, facing a little bit of a press, but able to break it. And then they're going to turn it over. Justin Kalen, Gary Forrest back here alongside you. And, Coach, that's something Oldham County's done a pretty good job of tonight, taking care of the basketball.
Very much so, and in that case, probably should have continued on to the basket with it. On the throwback, got the turnover.
Myers with a good look on the other end. And we're going to get a foul call down low.
Fouls number 1, Paxton Lewis. Second, team's third. Returning to the game for OC.
As Haley Wood now going to head over to the sideline for Oldham County. Lexi Polly back on the floor. Triggering the inbounds here is Stickle. Gets it in for Myers. Myers gets that one blocked away. That's at least 3 blocks now by J.C. Bryant, the 8th grader. That was a clean one there.
Doesn't get any hurry defensively. Lets the offensive player make the move first, and she was able to block the ball out of bounds.
Myers, she'll fire the long 3. Nearly got the bank to fall. But Stickle with the offensive rebound, and then she's whistled for the travel. 47-27, 5:01 left here in this ball game. As Oldham County inching closer to punching their ticket to the 29th District Championship on Friday night. Or they will take on South Oldham. And now another hard foul here down low. As Stickle was trying to get that one up towards the bucket as Kayla De Silva, the guilty party.
Well, North's done a much better job here attacking the basket rather than settling for outside jumpers.
And we are going to get a full timeout taken here with 4:46 left in this game. We'll sneak one in ourselves. Keep it with us. You're watching Oldham High School's basketball on Glycod.
Ease the stress of running a business? Then count on the accountants at Kelly King & Company. They offer a wide array of services, including taxes, payroll, and bookkeeping, while providing deep analysis and strategic guidance to help you make sound, smart business decisions. Contact Troy in Crestwood at 502-241-5656 or visit them online at kingcpa.net. Kelly King & Company, proudly serving and supporting Oldham County for generations and a dedicated partner to small business.
You're watching Oldham High School's basketball from Glycod.
Back here, South Oldham High School inside the dungeon. Steve Simpson Court, the site of tonight's 29th District semifinal action, as we've got 4:46 left here in our girls contest. The boys will follow us next, as it'll be Oldham County taking on South Oldham. Justin Kalen, Gary Forrest back here alongside you. As free throws for Caroline Stickle coming out of the timeout, but she comes up empty on the first. Stickle's second also long, but rebounded inside by Gross, who will try and gets it up and in. That's 5 points now for Gross. And now a takeaway by Myers. And she tried to get it up towards the bucket, taken away by Polly. And Polly's able to beat the pressure all by herself. In the corner, Bats 3, no good. Another rebound by Myers, who has, is there anything she hasn't done tonight, Coach? She's been all over the floor rebounding, a couple of nice assists as well, and of course, leading North Oldham in scoring.
Well, I think you hit it on the head. If it wasn't for Myers tonight, things would be rather dire.
And as we say that, she gets a steal in the
what
bucket.
What about that? Yeah.
Now up to 14 points for Emmeline Myers. And a near turnover here for Oldham County. They're going to say it is their basketball. With 3:58 to play. Scheduled to talk to Coach Hook following this game, get his thoughts on his team's performance in this one. As LaSalle coming across with it, and she's going to be pushed by Kinley Seeley.
Fouls number 2, Kinley Seeley, her first.
Just her first foul of the ball game. As Polly triggering the inbounds here, barely gets it in on time, but able to find Da Silva, who goes right back to Polly. Now she'll drive in. That shot comes up empty. And another ball saved in bounds by Gross, but it lands right in the hands of Oldham County, and then North Oldham going to pick up the foul.
14, Caroline Stickle, her second, team second.
Stickle picks it up that time, her second. Coach could be loud in that second game. Looks like we've got the Dragon student section just below us here as Myers comes away with a steal, and she'll get the finish. Now 16. As Lewis up for LaSalle.
Yep.
And traveling violation there.
Return to the game for OC, number 14, Haley Wood.
Coach, were you ever curious what it would be like to be an official? Did you ever have that desire?
I did enough officiating on the sideline. Let someone else do it.
I knew that was going to be a classic Gary Forrest answer. As up and in this time, it's Emmeline Myers again, finding her groove. After 11 points in the first quarter, she's now got 7 here in this fourth quarter. And all of a sudden, North is back to within 12, Coach. 2:49 left to play, still plenty of time.
Returning to the game for the Lady Colonels, number 3, Aubrey Batts.
Aubrey Batts back on the floor. Paxton Lewis will head to the sideline for Oldham County. And now an errant pass that, not sure who that was intended for. It's going to go back to North Oldham here. What's causing this, Coach? Is it the pressure by the Mustangs defensively?
Well, one of the things that the Mustangs have done is a better job putting pressure on the front court. And I think Oldham has maybe gotten a little lax offensively. And guess who?
Emmeline Myers again, up and in, and she'll have a chance at a three-point play.
Well,
I say it all the time, you got to keep that foot on the gas pedal, play to win. Kind of seems like they're playing not to lose at this point.
Well, they've just gotten a little lackadaisical, and give Myers credit. She's done a great job of gapping the passes, and everything she's done has been for a layup, and in this case, a three-point play.
Now 10 points in this fourth quarter, 21 for the game. As another ball deflected by North Oldham. And don't look now, they're back within single digits, 47-38. As Batts to trigger the inbound here. Looking for a teammate, struggling to find one, now does. As Myers going to pick up the foul in the backcourt, and that's number 4 on North Oldham. So no free throws quite yet, but it will be free throws the rest of the way for both of these teams. As now that Oldham County student section that had gotten seated is now getting back up on their feet. They feel this one tightening up as Wood off the knee of Gross that time. Bats again, will try to get it in play and throws it right into the hands of Ava Crace. Now Crace will stop. Looked like she tried to bank that one in, just didn't have enough behind it. Now here comes LaSalle. She'll get it across into the hands of Haley Wood. And Wood, now we're going to get a full timeout taken instead by Oldham County with 2:08 left to play, 47-38. This game is tightened up, and we will take a break as well here. Stick with us. More Oldham High School's basketball coming up on Glycod.
Only your locally owned Cub Cadet dealer has genuine parts, accessories, trained service technicians, and the widest selection of innovative Cub Cadet products. We're here for you whenever you need us, with expert service and support to keep your equipment running at peak performance for years to come. Visit your locally owned power equipment dealer, Anderson Sales and Service in Madison, Crestwood, and our newest location at 1675 Watterson Trail in Louisville. You're watching Oldham High School's basketball from Glycod.
And back here, South Oldham inside the dungeon. 2:08 left to play. Oldham County 47, North Oldham 38. Justin Kalin, Coach Gary Forrest back alongside you. And, Coach, it has been a valiant effort here for North Oldham to claw their way back into this thing, now only trailing by 9.
Give their girls credit. They haven't quit. And in this fourth quarter in particular, they've done a very good job in their half-court pressure and making steals and converting those into layups.
Let's see if they can continue to do that as Aubrey Batts has other ideas, knocking down the three. Second three of the contest, now up to 6 points is Aubrey Batts. And that lead back up to 12. Myers, her shot blocked away by guess who? J.C. Bryant. And a jump ball will give possession back to Oldham County. And this is where Oldham County has struggled the last couple of minutes getting the ball in play. And once again, it's going to be another turnover as LaSalle loses it. Stickle. Inside for Gross. Gross gets it blocked away. That was a big-time block there by Kayla Da Silva. As Lexi Polly back on the floor, Maddie LaSalle will go over to the sideline. Inbound here. Stickle with it. Got to get it in the hands of Myers here, right? As here she is with it, and sure enough, gets fouled with exactly 90 seconds left on our game clock.
Well, Myers, we found out, knows one thing. When she gets the ball, she puts her head down and she takes it to the basket, and she's been very successful of getting the foul or the layup here in this second half.
Comes up short on that first free throw. Could blame the legs on that for as many minutes as she's played tonight.
Well, when that horse is doing well, you take them to the rack.
On here she is getting the steal. Now her own offensive rebound. Sealy will try it. That would have been huge had it fallen, but another offensive board. And Gross is going to be tied up, so it'll stay here with North Oldham. By the way, 22 points for Emmeline Myers here in this one. She has been a massive part of this attempted North Oldham comeback. As here's Izzy Gross with it. She'll float it up and in. That's 7 now for her. And they'll continue the backcourt pressure and nearly forcing another turnover. Looked like from our angle it was last touched by North Oldham, but official right there on the spot. Quickly up for Wood. Now Wood not going to give it up, and a good decision as she gets it up and in. It's now 4 points for the Oldham County senior. Team's leading scorer well below her season average. (52-41), down to 48 seconds left. Coach seems like maybe a little too late for North Oldham. But no doubt about it, a valiant effort here in this fourth quarter. Inbounding here is Stickle. And over the head of Emmeline Myers, but she's able to track it down in the backcourt. Now Myers floats it up, and another block again by Da Silva. Here comes Polly, down to 30. North Oldham continuing to play hard, as Wood is going to get fouled. So she will head to the free throw line for a pair. Not sure what happened with Emmeline Myers, but she started holding her mouth on the other end of the floor, and she's continuing to hold it. Now she's going to come out of the game. I don't know if she took a shot or what.
I think the last time down as she drove to the basket, when the defensive player reached for the ball, she hit her in the mouth inadvertently.
Now she's over there on that bench with a napkin. Looks like it may be her nose. As Woods free throw up and in. Unfortunate way for this game to end for her. She was spectacular as Wood goes 1 of 2 from the stripe. Now here's Stickle down to 18, fires the three. Another offensive rebound, and it'll stay here with North Oldham. I tell you what, I've been very impressed with their offensive rebounding tonight, Coach. That's one thing they have really done well in this one.
Well, the thing I like to say about them, they haven't quit.
Yeah.
They've continued to battle all the way through this quarter.
As now we're down to 5 seconds. It looks like they're going to call off the Dogs, and that'll do it for the first of 2 semifinals here this evening, as it is Oldham County 53, North Oldham 41 is the final score here in this one. As we'll step aside for a break here, we'll come back and we'll get into your post game, then turn the attention over to the boys game. Stick with us for that. We've got lots more coming up for your Oldham High School's basketball coverage this evening on Glycod.
You cannot depend on Oliver's parallel parking.
Hey, you got it, man!
But you can always depend on his car starting because he has an Interstate battery. Interstate batteries, outrageously dependable.
Come by Interstate Batteries, 1510 Production Road, Jeffersonville.
Trying to be a responsible citizen and the best recycler you can be, but you just aren't sure what goes where? Google Oldham County Waste Wizard and check out the Wizard search engine. Just type in the name of your mystery item and see what pops up. It will tell you whether it goes in the trash, recycle bin, or donations. It tells you how to discard troublesome items like paint and televisions. Can you believe it even tells you how to get rid of a boat? Oldham County Waste Wizard, do you believe in magic?
This message funded by Oldham County Solid Waste Management. Looking to ease the stress of running a business? Then count on the accountants at Kelly King & Company. They offer a wide array of services, including taxes, payroll, and bookkeeping, while providing deep analysis and strategic guidance to help you make sound, smart business decisions. Contact Troy and Crestwood at 502-241-5656 or visit them online at kingcpa.net. Kelly King & Company, proudly serving and supporting Oldham County for generations and a dedicated partner to small business.
From tools and equipment to tips on finishing your project, see the helpful folks at Crestwood Hardware, your locally owned Ace Hardware store. Built on more than a century of service, Crestwood Hardware offers Oldham County's best and most convenient selection of products for your home, farm, or garden. Visit Crestwood Hardware at 6536 West Highway 22, phone 502-241-8491. And for rewards when you shop, download the Ace Hardware app.
Time matters, and when you need a fast and easy car wash, try Clementine's. Family owned and open 24 hours a day. Clementine's is a touchless wash that can make your car look as good as new in as little as 3 minutes. Visit them at Kroger Fuel Center at 2010 Highway 53 in LaGrange. Clementine's, a proud supporter of high school athletics and juiced by Thomas Car Wash.
Lines Direct, not just blinds. Lines Direct, not just blinds.
For dependable, friendly heating, cooling, electric, and plumbing service, it's Kinzer & Kinzer at 200 East Jefferson Street in LaGrange. Locally owned and operated since 1983. Call 502-222-0497.
For your surprisingly great rates, contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Leslie Gilly in Crestwood today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Tonight's post-game recap is brought to you by Crestwood State Farm Insurance Agent Leslie Gilly. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Holy, back here at South Oldham, inside the dungeon, 53-41 as we have wrapped up our girls contest, and it was a whole lot of fun as Oldham County gets it done. 53-41 was the final score. Justin Kalen, Gary Forrest back here with you. By the way, tonight's scoreboard is presented by Robin Lawson of Financial Solutions. Clarity for your financial future as the boys are on the floor, set for the second half of the doubleheader, but we've got to step aside for a break here. We'll come back on the other side, bring you your most outstanding players as well as your final statistics. Stick with us for that. Oldham High School's basketball. More coverage coming up on Glycon.
A lot goes into taking care of your property. You need equipment with more durability, versatility, and #1 rated reliability built in, like Kubota compact tractors that can do it all right, Z-Series mowers that deliver a quality cut, and the Sidekick utility vehicle built for hard work and fun at 40 miles per hour. Kubota equipment lives up to the highest standards. Yours. Visit your local dealer today.
Are you a parent battling with raising your child in today's fallen world? You're not alone. The Operation Parent Handbook is your beacon of hope with info and guidance on social media, vaping, anxiety, and more. It's a resource that equips you with the guidance and conversation starters you need in your parenting journey. Use discount code KIDS at checkout to get 10% off any handbook. Visit operationparent.org to reclaim your confidence as a parent. Operation Parent, you've got this.
For dependable, friendly heating, cooling, electric, and plumbing service, it's Kinzer & Kinzer at 200 East Jefferson Street in LaGrange. Locally owned and operated since 1983. Call 502-222-0497.
Proud supporters of Oldham County High School's athletics. Robin Lawson and Financial Solutions Incorporated have been recognized over a dozen times as Oldham County's best financial planner. Robin and his team provide individuals and small businesses the tools needed to achieve their financial goals because they care not just about the result, but also the process. Visit their office in LaGrange at 309 West Jefferson Street or learn more online at oldhamfinancial.com. Financial Solutions Incorporated. Clarity for your financial future.
Check it. Ooh. Oh, no.
Need a better battery? Get an Interstate battery. Outrageously dependable.
Should have had an Interstate.
Come by Interstate Batteries, 1510 Production Road, Jeffersonville.
You're watching Oldham High School's basketball from Glycon.
And back here, South Oldham, as we have wrapped up our girls basketball game. 53-41 the final score, but we've got to bring you the final stats. Tonight's final stats are brought to you by German American Bank. Support your community school with a German American School Spirit check card. Visit GermanAmerican.com for more info. First, let's do the individual scoring. 22 points for Emmeline Myers to lead the way for North Oldham. 9 points for Ava Crace, 7 for Izzy Gross, and 3 for Mara Gibson. For Oldham County, it was 9 points for Paxton Lewis, J.C. Bryant, and Josie Rosario, all of them with 9. 6 points for Aubrey Batts and Maddie LaSalle. 5 points for Haley Wood, 4 points Kayla De Silva, 4 points Lexi Polly, and 1 point for Kinsey Bidek. Coach, let's take a look at the team statistics.
Well, team statistics, as we look at the totals, rebounds the first half and second half total up to for North Oldham. Trying to get these things totaled together.
Give us what you got, Coach.
We got 21 total for North Oldham and 21 total for Oldham County. Rebounds. So both of them with 21. As far as turnovers, got 21 total, 21 for North, and for the second, and for the totals, 21 for Oldham County.
Yeah,
So
a lot of turnovers.
A lot of turnovers in this one. And then looking at the made shots.
You got to do more math here, Coach?
I tell you what, I need to take both shoes off. Is what it looks like. Rebounds, both of them are staying right at 21 each. Turnovers for Oldham County, they had a total of 17 for the game, and for North Oldham, a total of 22 for the game.
Well, there you go. There's a look at your team statistics. We've got to bring you your most outstanding players as well. Presented by Crestwood State Farm Insurance agent Leslie Gilly. For a quote on home, auto, or life insurance, contact Leslie at 502-384-6184. As we decided to go with Emmeline Myers for North Oldham, 22 points for her to lead the way. And the player for Oldham County, J.C. Bryant, is going to be your most outstanding player. 9 points and a handful of rebounds and blocks as well. So we'll go ahead, Coach.
And youth. If anything, that's the thing for both teams.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a fun one. Hopefully we get a good one in our boys contest as well. As we'll step aside for a break here. We'll come back and we'll get you set for that 29th District semifinal. Stick with us. More Oldham High School's basketball coming up on Glycon.
For dependable, friendly heating, cooling, electric, and plumbing service, it's Kinzer & Kinzer at 200 East Jefferson Street in LaGrange. Locally owned and operated since 1983. Call 502-222-0497.
LaGrange Service Center is a professional automotive service center that aims to provide the highest level of customer satisfaction. Their team is dedicated to performing honest and ethical work. Their experienced technicians make affordably priced immediate and scheduled repairs. Plus, they offer 24-hour emergency roadside assistance and much more. Located at 409 West Jefferson Street, or call 502-222-1673. LaGrange Service Center.
Trying to be a responsible citizen and the best recycler you can be, but you just aren't sure what goes where? Google Oldham County Waste Wizard and check out the Wizard search engine. Just type in the name of your mystery item and see what pops up. It will tell you whether it goes in the trash, recycle bin, or donations. It tells you how to discard troublesome items like paint and televisions. Can you believe it even tells you how to get rid of a boat? Oldham County Waste Wizard, do you believe in magic?
This message funded by Oldham County Solid Waste Management.
Are you a parent battling with raising your child in today's fallen world? You're not alone. The Operation Parent Handbook is your beacon of hope with info and guidance on social media, vaping, anxiety, and more. It's a resource that equips you with the guidance and conversation starters you need in your parenting journey. Use discount code KIDS at checkout to get 10% off any handbook. Visit operationparent.org to reclaim your confidence as a parent. Operation Parent, you've got this.
For your surprisingly great rates, contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Leslie Gilly in Crestwood today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
A lot goes into taking care of your property. You need equipment with more durability, versatility, and #1 rated reliability built in. Like Kubota compact tractors that can do it all right, Z-Series mowers that deliver a quality cut, and the Sidekick utility vehicle built for hard work and fun at 40 miles per hour. Kubota equipment lives up to the highest standards. Yours. Visit your local dealer today.
This edition of Coach's Comments is brought to you by Anderson Sales and Service in Crestwood, making your life easier with quality products and quality service. Find out more at andersonsales.com.
Gary Forrest coming to you live from South Oldham High School, where tonight 29th District Tournament starts. In the second game tonight, it's the South Oldham Dragons versus the Oldham County Colonels. I'm here with Coach Steve Simpson, and we're going to talk a little bit about the boys' game. Coach, you played earlier this year, about a month ago, and were able to defeat Oldham by 6. And as the seedings go, you guys meet again here in this first round of the district play. What about them, Coach?
Well, we've seen them play a lot live and on video, and Coach Renner's done a really good job. As a coach, you want your team to get better, and Oldham County, as kids got healthy, they have just gotten better and better, and they've been playing some really good basketball. So that's what you want your team to be doing this time of year, and Oldham County seems to be doing that.
Steve, you guys have had a great year, and like a lot of teams that kind of have ebbs and tides, you've stayed fairly consistent throughout the year.
Yeah, we had a pretty long winning streak there after we lost to Collins, and then North beat us, and then we was able to get back on the winning streak after that. And when you have seniors, seniors. One thing about senior teams is they don't like to lose. And this bunch has been really committed about their practices. I get here every day at 7:15. There's a group of them that are in here every morning shooting. So they've been committed to playing the best basketball they can at the right time of year. And because of that, we have had some ups and downs as far as like shooting percentages, but been pretty consistent as far as night in and night out getting what we want done.
Coach, what are you going to have to do tonight to be successful against Oldham? It's that county school, it's that rival 5 miles down the road, and as we all know, things can go haywire in a second for either team.
Yeah, it's always an experience. I think we'll have to handle the environment first and foremost, and I like our team in that. We have some experience with these seniors coming back. So first and foremost, the team that gets over all the big crowd and settles into their normal game, I think is important. especially for a team like us, as far as that rely so much on their shooting. Markham has really been playing well. We've got to keep him off the boards. Hinkle has really been getting downhill tremendously. He did it against us. We've got to stay in front of him. We've got to locate Bryant in transition. We got to locate Bowman in transition. They've got some guys that can shoot the basketball. McRoberts has played several games for them now, and he's done a good job of facilitating with the ball. So defense will be a big key. We spent a lot of time. We watched film from last game on the 26 baskets that they scored, and we made a mistake on every one of them. Now, I know you could say that all the time probably, but we went under some screens. We didn't communicate well, so we spent a lot of time talking about that. So we'll see if that translates tonight to the game.
Well, you've heard from Coach Steve Simpson, South Oldham's mentor. I might add the longest-serving head coach in the 8th region. And tonight, his squad plays host to the Oldham County Colonels in game number 1 for the boys' 29th District Tournament. This is Gary Forrest for Glycod.com.
Only your locally owned Cub Cadet dealer has genuine parts, accessories, trained service technicians, and the widest selection of innovative Cub Cadet products. We're here for you whenever you need us, with expert service and support to keep your equipment running at peak performance for years to come. Visit your locally owned power equipment dealer, Anderson Sales and Service in Madison, Crestwood, and our newest location at 1675 Watterson Trail in Louisville.
Founded in 1910 in the Ohio Valley region, German American Bank has been raising the standards in banking and wealth management for over a century. Big enough to provide the conveniences of modern banking, yet small enough to care about the people and communities we serve. Because we believe that when a community thrives, its people prosper. We're lending more than money. We're lending a hand. German American Bank, building our community together.
From tools and equipment to tips on finishing your project, see the helpful folks at Crestwood Hardware, your locally owned Ace Hardware store. Built on more than a century of service, Crestwood Hardware offers Oldham County's best and most convenient selection of products for your home, farm, or garden. Visit Crestwood Hardware, 6536 West Highway 22, phone 502-241-8491. And for rewards when you shop, download the Ace Hardware app.
When you need protection and peace of mind with superior service, contact Jay Hall at Insurance Associates in LaGrange. Choose from their range of policies that cover what you value most, including dozens of top-name insurance companies like Westfield. For more information and a free no-obligation quote, call 502-222-9558. Insurance Associates at 204 West Jefferson Street in LaGrange. Insurance for all areas of your life. Time matters, and when you need a fast and easy car wash, try Clementine's. Family owned and open 24 hours a day. Clementine's is a touchless wash that can make your car look as good as new in as little as 3 minutes. Visit them at Kroger Fuel Center at 2010 Highway 53 in LaGrange. Clementine's, a proud supporter of high school athletics and juiced by Thomas Car Wash. Proud supporters of Oldham County High School's athletics. Robin Lawson and Financial Solutions Incorporated have been recognized over a dozen times as Oldham County's best financial planner. Robin and his team provide individuals and small businesses the tools needed to achieve their financial goals, because they care not just about the result, but also the process. Visit their office in LaGrange at 309 West Jefferson Street, or learn more online at oldhamfinancial.com. Financial Solutions Incorporated. Clarity for your financial future.
Blinds Direct, not just blinds. Blinds Direct, not just blinds.
You're watching Oldham High School's basketball from Glycod.
Back here, South Oldham High School inside the dungeon. Justin Kalen, Gary Forrest back with you as we are getting you set for the 29th District Boys Semifinal between the 12 and 16 Oldham County Colonels, set to do battle with the 25 and 4 South Oldham Dragons, who have been red hot the last month and a half or so. And we've got to bring you tonight's Inside Look. An Inside Look on tonight's game is presented by Blinds Direct. Looking for the best in home decor? At Blinds Direct, they offer custom blinds, wallpaper, and more. Proudly serving Louisville for over 30 years. Visit blindsdirect.com for the area's best selection. Coach, let's first start for the Oldham County Colonels. Inside Look on them coming into this one.
Well, if you're Oldham County, it's all about not allowing South to play the tempo that they want. You know, you want to slow things down and you want to defend threes. The last time they played about a month ago, South was able to make 3 threes within the first 2 minutes of the game, which kind of really established the tempo that they wanted. You know, if you're Oldham, you want to make sure that you defend them outside and in. You know, now South has become a much better team when they realize you don't always have to live and die by the threes, but almost all of their players will put the three up if need be. And if you're Oldham, you can't let that happen.
All right, Coach, quickly, how about for South Oldham? Inside Look on them.
Well, South Oldham, they want it up-tempo. They want the game to be in the 70s or 80s. They're going to shoot lots of threes if they can. They're one of the top 3 shooters of the state of Kentucky, and they're very well coached.
We'll see how it all plays out as we're set for our national anthem. We'll step aside for a break here, come back with your Oldham High School's basketball coverage.
Be a responsible citizen and the best recycler you can be, but you just aren't sure what goes where? Google Oldham County Waste Wizard and check out the Wizard search engine. Just type in the name of your mystery item and see what pops up. It will tell you whether it goes in the trash, recycle bin, or donations. It tells you how to discard troublesome items like paint and televisions. Can you believe it even tells you how to get rid of a boat? Oldham County Waste Wizard, do you believe in magic?
This message funded by Oldham County Solid Waste Management.
From Glycod, it's Oldham High School's basketball. Tonight's game is brought to you by Oldham County Solid Waste Management, featuring the Waste Wizard search engine. Anderson's Sales and Service, a top choice for homeowners and lawn professionals. Kinzer & Kinzer, delivering clean, comfortable air. State Farm Insurance Agent Leslie Gilly. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. German American Bank, serving our community since 1910. LaGrange Service Center, Mortensen Family Dental, Operation Parent, and Financial Solutions Incorporated. Now courtside for all the action of Oldham High School's basketball on Glycod.
And back here, South Oldham, where we are just about set for our 29th District Boys semifinal. It's Oldham County 12-16. It's South Oldham 25-4. Justin Kaled, Gary Forrest back here alongside you. And before we get any further, just want to remind you that this broadcast is authorized by South Oldham High School with production rights owned by Glycod Media. Our aim is to provide the most positive representation for all student athletes, coaches, and game personnel. Thank you for watching as they're announcing the Oldham County starters right now. We'll get those to you here in just a second. Make sure I got all the right ones written down, and it's going to be a fun game, Coach. Looking forward to this one.
Well, anytime you have 2 neighborhood rivalries only about 5 miles apart from one another, you can expect it. Tonight will be no different.
South Oldham has won the last 3 as they also have an advantage. Actually, they trail in the series since 97, 35-17, and trail 17-5 in the playoffs since 2008 as the starters now for South Oldham being announced. As let me go ahead and mark those down, then I'll get those to you here as we are just about set for this ball game. Who will advance to take on North Oldham? This is going to be a fun one here this evening as the final starters being announced here for South Oldham now, as it's Brooks B coming up off the bench, and the final one is Julian Miles. So let's go ahead and take a look at your full starting lineups now. Tonight's starting lineups are brought to you by Mortensen Family Dental. A healthy smile means a healthier you. Visit Mortensen Dental to locate an office near you. First for Oldham County, it is going to be Nolan Leche, a 6-foot senior wearing number 3. Jeremy Harmon, a 6-foot junior, wears number 4. Will Hinkle, number 5, a 5'7" junior. Henry Markham, the heart and soul of this team, a 6'6" senior, team's leading scorer and rebounder. And an 8th grader, Ty Bryant, wears number 34, 6'2", as Oldham County donning their black road uniforms this evening, South Oldham in their home white. And the Dragons are going to trot out number 0, Jake Fithian, a 6-foot senior. Number 12, William Burnside, a 6'6" senior. Number 23, Xander Searcy, is a 5'10" junior. As the early bucket there by Brooks B., who is a 6'3" senior, and Julian Miles, a 6'2" senior. Coach, anything about those starting lineups stand out to you?
Nope. Just that if you're Oldham, you want to limit South's threes, and if you're South, you want an up-tempo game.
South is putting up 75.2 points per game this season, allowing just 58.6. Oldham County on the other end, 61 points per game scored, allowing 65. As Fithian's 3 comes off, but the offensive rebound by Burnside. And now another good look from beyond the arc, but it's Brooks B. missing this time. The jacked up crowd, big student section for both Oldham County and South Oldham, as the 3-pointer missed here by Will Hinkle. Now on top, B will fire another one. Long, and Hinkle clears the board. By the way, mentioned Henry Markham leading the team, 13.8 points per game this season for Oldham County. Also 9.6 rebounds, so nearly averaging a double-double, as Oldham County going to turn it over here. Head coach Chris Renner in his first season at the helm here of Oldham County, a Hall of Famer in this state, coach, somebody you're very familiar with. Spent a lot of time at Ballard, won a state championship there in '99 in his first season. Guy who's been around a long time, has more wins than any active coach in the state of Kentucky. As now a takeaway by Oldham County. Trailing by 2. Good look at 3 here. That was Ty Bryant, the 8th grader, who we got to see earlier this season, Coach. He is a fantastic player.
Both teams a little tight here in this initial first couple of minutes of the start of the game. Oldham in a zone.
Pretty similar to what we saw in the girls' contest. The rivalry and the emotions being played into this one. As the 3, no good, but Burnside on the stick back up and in.
Well,
makes it 4-0 now. South Oldham leading. Dragons only have fallen 4 times this season, but a good answer there by Ty Bryant. Putting up 12 points a game this season for the Colonels. Now around the perimeter it goes. Another good look at 3. Coming up empty once again was Xander Searcy. 2 good looks for him, but can't find the bottom of the net quite yet. Inside, here goes Markham. Markham all the way to the bucket, gets the finish, and gets fouled. Tied up now at 4. Tell you what, Coach, these student sections are loud tonight.
Well, it's that time of year. You got to live with that, neighbor.
As Markham will look to complete the 3-point play, and he cannot. So we stay knotted up at 4, nearly 3 minutes into this game. Fithian over for Julian Miles, who takes the 3. Thought he was fouled, but no call. Julian Miles, the leading scorer for this South Oldham team.
South Oldham with 6 attempts on basket, 4 of those 3-pointers so far.
Now here comes Markham, will attack. Can't get it to fall, kind of an awkward angle there for him. And now South coming back the other direction in a hurry. As Burnside thought about a three, instead kicks it back out for B. Now cross court, Fithian, off to Miles.
Oldham playing what we call outside in, defending the three, and they may have to give up some baskets in the paint area.
By the way, Julian Miles on the year, 23 points per game to lead the team, to go along with 4.7 rebounds and a three-pointer finally knocked in, this time by Jake Fithian. And that gives South a 7-4 lead. Definitely feel the energy here at South Oldham as the Colonels looking for the answer and will get it with Leche getting it up and in. Searcy in possession here. Gets it off for Miles, still looking for his first points. And down low for Brooks B.
Miles, excellent entry into the post.
Even in games where he's not scoring at a high clip, he's a heck of a player in other areas, like you see there on the pass. And now a drop down low for Markham, who gets it up and in. Quick-paced game here in the early going of this one. Coach, who's that favor? South Oldham, I assume?
Well, I think it favors South.
Up top now, Searcy. Down to 3 left in this first quarter. Searcy asking for some help. Wanted a screen by Miles. Instead going back to the right. Burnside's three comes up empty. And rebounded by Ty Bryant, the 8th grader, up the floor in a hurry. Now inside the lane. Good dish off for Markham, who finishes and gets fouled. Markham with a great start to this game. He's already got 6 points and a chance at the line here for 7.
Well, the thing about Markham is he's been known to get good starts inside, but he tends to float outside as the game goes on. Right now, I don't think South has anyone that could really do a good job on him. Sometimes he's his own weakness when he starts to float outside.
And he will be unable to convert the three-point play. By the way, couple substitutions on the floor for Oldham County. It's Brooks Keitlinger, a 6'2 junior wearing number 1, as Fithian knocks down another three.
Well, you better guard Fithian. You know, last year over the regional tournament, he showed people that he can shoot it and shoot it well outside the arc.
Mentioned Brooks Keitlinger coming on. He was an all-Glycod wide receiver this past season. You also had Jacoby McRoberts check in the game, a 6' junior, as he's in possession with it now. A transfer over from North Oldham. Coach, how does that happen?
Well, in today's world, anything can happen. If one school doesn't complain about it, the KHSSA has seen fit to let the changes be made.
And it's been a good one for McRoberts so far. 10 points a game in 8 games this year as William Burnside finishes down low.
I think Burnside is the key to South. You know, he can score both inside and out, and he's the great neutralizer against Oldham.
And McRoberts making his presence felt as he splashes home that three. First points of the game makes it 14-13. Under 90 to play. Now another three hoisted up here, and South Oldham gets another one to fall. That was Brooks B, and he's got 7 first quarter points. It was a slow start, Coach, for the first, 30 seconds?
Well, welcome to Oldham County.
As McRoberts on top now for Hinkle. Hinkle will look to drive in, nearly has it taken away. Instead, it's going to end up in a three for Ty Bryant, can't convert.
If you're Oldham, you can't get caught up in the game with South of, I'll see your three and raise your three.
Here's another three fired up, this time no good by Brooks B. Ty Bryant gets his defender in the air. Now Hinkle loses it. And picked up by B, who's promptly fouled.
Fouls on number 1, Mark Keitlinger, his first, team's first.
By the way, it was a 74-68 win for South Oldham when these teams played in the regular season back on January 17th. So despite the great record for South Oldham, that game was very competitive. And now here on top with it is Searcy. South leading by 4, down under 10 seconds to play in the quarter. Up top, Fithian, down under 5 now. They've got to get something cooking as Fithian's going to have to fire one off, and he does not. And that will bring us to the end of our first quarter. 17-13, South leading. As we'll step aside for our quarter break here, come back on the other side, and we'll bring you the second quarter of action. Oldham High School's basketball this evening on Glycod.
For dependable, friendly heating, cooling, electric, and plumbing service, it's Kinzer & Kinzer at 200 East Jefferson Street in LaGrange. Locally owned and operated since 1983. Call 502-222-0497.
LaGrange Service Center is a professional automotive service center that aims to provide the highest level of customer satisfaction. Their team is dedicated to performing honest and ethical work. Their experienced technicians make affordably priced immediate and scheduled repairs. Plus, they offer 24-hour emergency roadside assistance and much more. Located at 409 West Jefferson Street, or call 502-222-1673. LaGrange Service Center.
You're watching Oldham High School's basketball from Glycod.
Back here inside the dungeon at South Oldham High School. 29th District Boys Semifinal tonight as it is Oldham County and South Oldham playing a fun first quarter. 17-13 advantage for South Oldham coming into this second quarter. Justin Kalen, Gary Forrest back alongside you. Coach, very entertaining first quarter of action there.
Well, if you live in this county, you learn to love to watch the threes go up because both schools employ them in their offense, and then North as well.
We have certainly seen our fair share as here we go back in action as it will be Oldham County ball to start, and they're going to turn it over. And now no call in the backcourt as Julian Miles with a good look at 3, and that's way too long. Hinkle up for McRoberts. Here's Jacoby in possession here, being guarded by Julian Miles. That's a fun matchup as McRoberts going to try to get inside against him and has it knocked away. And they're letting them play here in the early going, Coach.
Yeah, they are. It's kind of interesting. We saw a game like this Friday night when North played St. X with lots of hand checking.
William Burnside checking out of the game for the Dragons. Colton Wuchterl, a 6'3 junior, comes on as Markham receives the pass after sealing off his man, but we're going to get a foul on the floor prior.
Well, Oldham doing what I thought they should. They want to emphasize that inside game, and Markham, if he'll stay in and around the block area, can be highly successful tonight.
Will Hinkle goes to the sideline for Oldham County, as does Ty Bryant. As it was Jeremy Harmon working his way back out onto the floor, and I believe also Brooks Keitlinger back out there. As Leche will trigger the inbound here. Remains 17-13. Inbound for Markham. Now with Leche. In the hands of Keitlinger. He drops it down low for Markham, who has it knocked loose. Markham was looking for the foul, but that looked like a clean strip there by the younger brother of Julian Miles, Adrian Miles.
Well, Adrian, probably one of the better defensive players for South, got a hand in there and cleanly knocked it out of Markham's hands.
Adrian Miles, just a sophomore, but he's had a very good season as Jeremy Harmon splashes that one home. Speaking of very good season, almost 12 points a contest as he gets Oldham back to within 2 here. Searcy looking for Fithian, finds him, gets it right back. Now Cersei looking to direct some traffic. On top, Fithian will fire the top of the key three and got it. That's 3 threes already by Jake Fithian.
Fithian loves to shoot those threes.
Now Leche gets it to McRoberts. He'll drop it for Markham. That is a big boy slam there by Henry Markham.
You know, it's what we mentioned earlier tonight. If Markham will stay in and around the block area, I really don't think South has anyone capable of guarding him.
Cersei wide open there at the elbow and misses everything. Now up, three-pointer here. And Harmon unable to get that one to fall. Now the Dragons, Julian Miles hits the deck, and now all kinds of bodies on the floor. And they're going to roll a jump ball. Wow, Leche just jumped right on top of Julian Miles. This is my style of basketball, Coach. Just let him play.
Well, it'll be interesting if you jump on Miles, because he's one that usually doesn't take too kindly to something like that.
Yeah. 20 to 17, I should say here.
1-3-1 by Oldham County right now.
Floating this one up, coming up short with it. As that was Drew Campbell, a 6'1 junior, couldn't get that one to fall. The ball batted out of bounds, and it'll stay here with the Dragons. By the way, Julian Miles nearing 2,000 points for his career. It may not matter tonight, though, as Jake Fithian just continues to fire the long ball, and South Oldham by 6 here. 23-17. We're going to get a timeout called. We'll sneak one in ourselves. Keep it locked right here for Oldham High School's basketball on Glycog.
Supporters of Oldham County High School's athletics. Robin Lawson and Financial Solutions Incorporated have been recognized over a dozen times as Oldham County's best financial planner. Robin and his team provide individuals and small businesses the tools needed to achieve their financial goals, because they care not just about the result, but also the process. Visit their office in LaGrange at 309 West Jefferson Street, or learn more online at oldhamfinancial.com. Financial Solutions Incorporated. Clarity for your financial future.
You're watching Oldham High School's basketball from Glycod.
We're at South Oldham as we have got a 23-17 lead for South Oldham with 5.5 minutes left here in this first half. Justin Kalen, Gary Forrest back here alongside you, and what has been a very entertaining first half of action, but it's quickly turned into the Jake Fithian show, Coach. 4 threes here in this first half, as Harmon looking to answer, hits it off the side of the backboard. Now Julian Miles, mentioned just before the break, they're nearing 2,000 points for his career. Also a very good football player for South Oldham. Was an all-Glycod selection at running back. And now we're going to get a turnover. I think they're going to say, or no, we're going to get a foul.
Fouls on number 22, Adrian Miles, his second, team's second. Returning to the game for the Dragons, number 12, William Burnside.
William Burnside back on the floor. Here we go. Oldham County bringing it up with Nolan Leche. McRoberts. Now Markham gives it over to Harmon, who thought about the shot and wisely gives it off to Markham, and he gets it up and in. Got 10 already, does Henry Markham. Fithian in the corner to Burnside. Burnside gets bumped a little bit. And now we're going to get a foul called. That goes against Henry Markham. A little too aggressive defensively that time.
Fouls on number 23, Henry
Will Hinkle back on the floor. He'll replace Jacoby McRoberts for Oldham County. Now Julian Miles in possession, drops it for Burnside. He'll give it up, three-pointer here. Little long, as that was Drew Campbell firing that one. Now here's Harmon. with Leche. Back to Harmon. He ain't scared. He'll take it and misses. Rebounded inside by Colton Wuchterl. Trying to read the passing lane there was Will Hinkle. As now that ball lands out of bounds. They're going to say no deflection. So back to Oldham County it goes. Coach, pretty cleanly played game in terms of the turnover numbers
Very
thus far.
much so. I think both teams have sort of settled down.
As it remains a 4-point lead for South Oldham. Harmon to Leche. He'll float it up. That one comes off, and Wuchterl another rebound up for 50 and thought about another three. And then he wanted to sidestep three, and instead he's going to be whistled for the travel. So after a pretty high-scoring first quarter, it's slowed down in this second frame.
Well, that's what you expect both teams to do, settle down, play to the tempo that they're trying to occur. Little 2-3 going to trap out front now.
Oh, Ty Bryant, the 8th grader with a three from downtown Louisville, doesn't get it to fall, and now trying to save it in bounds was Harmon. So back to south it goes as the Oldham County Student Section Boo Birds are out in full force. Now Miles will bring it across. 3 minutes left here in this first half. Burnside with it here. In the corner, that's a great step in, and he's going to knock it in. That was Colton Wuchterl on the finish. Makes it 25-19. Cross court for Bryant. He'll give it up, but gets it right back. And then he just throws it away as it's taken away by Fithian, who lays it up and in. Jake Fithian now with 14 points here in this first half. That'll get us to a 30-second timeout. We'll sneak one in as well. You're watching Oldham High School's basketball on Glycod.
Tools and equipment to tips on finishing your project, see the helpful folks at Crestwood Hardware, your locally owned Ace Hardware store. Built on more than a century of service, Crestwood Hardware offers Oldham County's best and most convenient selection of products for your home, farm, or garden. Visit Crestwood Hardware, 6536 West Highway 22, phone 502-241-8491. And for rewards when you shop, download the Ace Hardware app.
You're watching Oldham High School's basketball from Glycod.
For the latest updates on all things high school athletics, including continuous score updates, visit glycod.com. We really enjoy what we do and appreciate your support, and it's been a fun one here in this boys contest. Girls game was a blast as well. Really having fun here. Justin Kalen, Gary Forrest back alongside you, as that's what Oldham County needed. Coming out of the timeout, Nolan Leche floats it up and in. He's now got 4 points in the ball game as Burnside driving baseline, and he gets fouled.
Foul is on number 23, Henry Markham, his second.
That's on Henry Markham, his second. Coach, that could prove to be a big foul. As Burnside bends at the knee, gets that first to drop. McRoberts back on the floor now as he'll replace Henry Markham with those 2 fouls. It makes life a little more trickier for Oldham County, huh?
Very much so.
Burnside again, up and in.
1-3-1 now by South Oldham.
And Oldham County able to break it with relative ease as Ty Bryant can't get the 3, but McRoberts skies in there for the rebound. Now back with McRoberts. Free throw line jumper, and that is a tough bucket. Now 5 points for Jacoby. As that South lead back down to 6, but Burnside with a good look at 3 here, can't convert. And one of our officials is down. And he's going to make him scoot back. A couple photographers over there on the corner of the court. Absolutely the right move. I don't know if I've ever seen that.
One guy doesn't seem to want to move too much.
He hasn't, has he? As Will Hinkle now back in possession here for Oldham County. Bryant, the 8th grader, over for McRoberts, who drops it down low for Leche, who can't convert, but fortunately Jeremy Harmon able to track it down, but then he turns it over, and a dunkaroo by Colton Wuchterl. His second bucket here in this second quarter. He's now got 4. Down to a minute left in the half. And another turnover here as McRoberts throws that into no man's land. (31-23), a good spurt here for South Oldham as we come to the end of our first half. As Julian Miles going to direct traffic as he comes across with it. Now into the corner, 50 and 3 again. That one comes up empty. Already has hit 4 of them here in this one, so a little surprising that one comes off. As Burnside picks up the foul following the missed shot. It's just his first.
Oldham's hit a dry spell, hasn't hit one for a couple of minutes and a half, it is.
Now Ty Bryant, that's the guy you want shooting to try to change that, but he comes up short.
He's going to have to start making them if they keep him shooting them.
Burnside now out on top. 3-pointer here, long. And Burnside skies for the board, but they're going to roll that one off the cabling above the basket. So it'll go back to Oldham County here. Henry Markham back on the floor for this final Oldham County offensive possession. Did pick up 2 fouls earlier in this half, but you'd like to think you can have him out there for an offensive possession and him not pick up another one. Let's see what they draw up here. Down to 10. Now trying to leave it off for Markham as Fithian picks it up. Up for Wuchterl, and that is blocked away. What an effort there by the young fella, Ty Bryant. The Oldham County fans love it as we take another look at that block. Well done there by Ty Bryant as we are going to get a timeout taken here with 4 seconds left in the half. 31-23 is our score. It'll be a 30-second timeout, so we'll just keep it here throughout this timeout. Justin Kalen, Gary Forrest on the call for you this evening. Todd Carter is our on-site producer. Christian Sanchez operating the camera for us tonight. Christian Sanchez may have the loudest seat in the house, directly behind that South Oldham rather, student section. As the Dragons making their way back out there, now the Colonels quickly following behind. See if South Oldham can extend that lead or if Oldham County can hold them. Wuchterl triggers the inbound, taken away. Ty Bryant quickly up and all the way to the bucket, Harmon, and that is how you end the first half. Good looking spurt there by Oldham County to get them back to within 6. And that'll bring us to our halftime break. South Oldham 31, Oldham County 25. We'll step aside for a break here, come back, and we'll break it all down for you in our halftime report. You're continuing to watch Oldham High School's basketball on Glycog.
Are you a parent battling with raising your child in today's fallen world? You're not alone. The Operation Parent Handbook is your beacon of hope with info and guidance on social media, vaping, anxiety, and more. It's a resource that equips you with the guidance and conversation starters you need in your parenting journey. Use discount code KIDS at checkout to get 10% off any handbook. Visit operationparent.org to reclaim your confidence as a parent. Operation Parent. You've got this.
Looking to ease the stress of running a business? Then count on the accountants at Kelly King & Company. They offer a wide array of services, including taxes, payroll, and bookkeeping, while providing deep analysis and strategic guidance to help you make sound, smart business decisions. Contact Troy in Crestwood at 502-241-5656 or visit them online at kingcpa.net. Kelly King & Company, proudly serving and supporting Oldham County for generations and a dedicated partner to small business.
Founded in 1910 in the Ohio Valley region, German American Bank has been raising the standards in banking and wealth management for over a century. Big enough to provide the conveniences of modern banking, yet small enough to care about the people and communities we serve. Because we believe that when a community thrives, its people prosper. We're lending more than money. We're lending a hand. German American Bank, building our community together.
For your surprisingly great rates, contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Leslie Gilly in Crestwood today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Only your locally owned Cub Cadet dealer has genuine parts, accessories, trained service technicians, and the widest selection of innovative Cub Cadet products. We're here for you whenever you need us, with expert service and support to keep your equipment running at peak performance for years to come. Visit your locally owned power equipment dealer, Anderson Sales and Service in Madison, Crestwood, and our newest location at 1675 Waterson Trail in Louisville.
Time matters, and when you need a fast and easy car wash, try Clementine's. Family owned and open 24 hours a day. Clementine's is a touchless wash that can make your car look as good as new in as little as 3 minutes. Visit them at Kroger Fuel Center at 2010 Highway 53 in LaGrange. Clementine's, a proud supporter of high school athletics, and juiced by Thomas Car Wash.
Trying to be a responsible citizen and the best recycler you can be, but you just aren't sure what goes where? Google Oldham County Waste Wizard and check out the Wizard search engine. Just type in the name of your mystery item and see what pops up. It will tell you whether it goes in the trash, recycle bin, or donations. It tells you how to discard troublesome items like paint and televisions. Can you believe it even tells you how to get rid of a boat? Oldham County Waste Wizard. Do you believe in magic?
This message funded by Oldham County Solid Waste Management.
Tonight's halftime report is brought to you by Oldham County Solid Waste Management. Find out how to recycle or dispose of any item with Waste Wizard at oldhamcountyky.gov under Solid Waste Management.
Back here, South Oldham, as we are smack dab in the middle of our halftime break. A 31-25 lead for South Oldham over their rival, the Oldham County Colonels. And what was a fun first half of action, 17-13 was the lead for South Oldham after one, before ultimately pushing that lead up to 6 here at the halftime break. As we'll step aside for another break, come back on the other side, we'll bring you your final halftime statistics coming up as well. Keep it locked right here on Glycod.
Be a responsible citizen and the best recycler you can be, but you just aren't sure what goes where? Google Oldham County Waste Wizard and check out the Wizard search engine. Just type in the name of your mystery item and see what pops up. It will tell you whether it goes in the trash, recycle bin, or donations. It tells you how to discard troublesome items like paint and televisions. Can you believe it even tells you how to get rid of a boat? Oldham County Waste Wizard. Do you believe in magic?
This message funded by Oldham County Solid Waste Management.
A lot goes into taking care of your property. You need equipment with more durability, versatility, and #1 rated reliability built in, like Kubota compact tractors that can do it all right, Z-Series mowers that deliver a quality cut, and the Sidekick utility vehicle built for hard work and fun at 40 miles per hour. Kubota equipment lives up to the highest standards. Yours. Visit your local dealer today.
When you need protection and peace of mind with superior service, contact Jay Hall at Insurance Associates in LaGrange. Choose from their range of policies that cover what you value most, including dozens of top-name insurance companies like Westfield. For more information and a free no-obligation quote, call 502-222-9558. Insurance Associates at 204 West Jefferson Street in LaGrange. Insurance for all areas of your life. Proud supporters of Oldham County High School's athletics. Robin Lawson and Financial Solutions Incorporated have been recognized over a dozen times as Oldham County's best financial planner. Robin and his team provide individuals and small businesses the tools needed to achieve their financial goals, because they care not just about the result, but also the process. Visit their office in LaGrange at 309 West Jefferson Street, or learn more online at oldhamfinancial.com. Financial Solutions Incorporated. Clarity for your financial future.
Founded in 1910 in the Ohio Valley region, German American Bank has been raising the standards in banking and wealth management for over a century. Big enough to provide the conveniences of modern banking, yet small enough to care about the people and communities we serve. Because we believe that when a community thrives, its people prosper. We're lending more than money. We're lending a hand. German American Bank, building our community together.
You're watching Oldham High School's basketball from Lycon.
And back here, South Oldham High School, the site of tonight's 29th District Boys Semifinal, as it is a 31-25 lead for South Oldham here at the halftime break. Justin Kalen, Gary Forrest back alongside you. By the way, tonight's scoreboard presented by Robin Lawson of Financial Solutions. Clarity for your financial future. And we've got to bring you your first half statistics as well. Tonight's halftime stats are brought to you by German American Bank. Support your community school with a German American School Spirit check card. Visit GermanAmerican.com for more info. First, for your individual scoring, Oldham County was led by Henry Markham, 10 points. 5 points for Jacoby McRoberts, 4 points for Nolan Leche and Jeremy Harmon, and 2 points for Ty Bryant. For South Oldham, 14 for Jake Fithian, 7 for Brooks B., 6 for William Burnside, and 4 for Colton Wuchterl is how the individual scoring shook out in that first half. Coach, how about the team statistics? How are we looking in that regard?
Well, the team statistics are pretty much equal. If there's only one difference, it is Oldham with 7 turnovers and South Oldham with only 2. You know, both teams put it up around 22 times each. Oldham made 11 out of 21, and South was 11 out of 22. You can't get much closer. Rebounding, Oldham was 7 and South with 6.
There was one thing we talked about when we were off air, Coach, that I want to pick your brain on. You talk about how South Oldham likes to shoot the 3 ball. 14 of their 22 shots came from behind the arc. Does that surprise you at all, or par for the course?
That's pretty much right on line with them. You know, I used to always pick out a number to try to keep them under. The number I always thought was 10. If you could keep under 10 made threes, you have a chance. And, you know, right now, they made 5 of, I think, 14. So you kept them under the certain number, but 5 of 14, they still are going to shoot more threes than they do twos. That's just the way they do it.
Yeah. Coach, who does the pace from that first half favor if we get something similar in the second half?
Well, I think for the first half it sort of favors Oldham because they've kept them, you know, at 31 points. So that's right around 60. Of course, you know my adage, first team to 60 wins.
That's true. Gary Forrest rule. Gotta love it, as we are just about set for the second half of play. This place going bananas. Student sections living it up as both teams work their way back out onto the floor. Justin Kalen, Gary Forrest back alongside you. Todd Carter, our on-site producer. Christian Sanchez on the camera for us this evening. was a 53-41 win for Oldham County over North Oldham in our girls contest earlier this evening. And now another good one here in this one, as it will be Oldham County basketball to begin the half. Looks like Will Hinkle, Jeremy Harmon, Henry Markham, Ty Bryant, and who is that other one out there as Markham gets the finish? Nolan Leche, the final starter out there to begin the second half for Oldham County. Markham now with 12 points following that bucket. Jake Fithian, William Burnside, Brooks B., Julian Miles.
Hinkle is yet to score for Oldham, so that's kind of a surprise.
Xander Searcy, the fifth guy out there for South Oldham, as Jake Fithian misses the three. That's a rare miss from him tonight. As Colonels looking to claw back even closer as they got the opening bucket here in this second half. As here comes Ty Bryant.
They got to get more points out of Bryant. Oldham does it. Once again, they go inside to Markham, and he scores again.
And that's 14 now for Markham. And with a minute and 7 seconds into this third quarter, we're going to get a 30-second timeout. We'll take one ourselves. Stick with us. You're watching Oldham High School's basketball on Glycod.
Time matters, and when you need a fast and easy car wash, try Clementine's. Family owned and open 24 hours a day. Clementine's is a touchless wash that can make your car look as good as new in as little as 3 minutes. Visit them at Kroger Fuel Center at 2010 Highway 53 in LaGrange. Clementine's, a proud supporter of high school athletics and juiced by Thomas Car Wash.
You're watching Oldham High School's basketball from Glycod.
Back here at South Oldham, 6:53 left to play. 31-29, South Oldham leading. And Coach, you just said something to me off air. Watch Julian Miles, correct?
Yep.
As he has been held in check thus far, no points. Ty Bryant, the eighth grader for Oldham County, only with 2 points. That's two of the better players on the floor. Been held in check thus far.
Well, you got one that's a senior and you got one that's an eighth grader. There's a world of difference.
Absolutely. As here is Miles, will take the three right on cue, gets it to fall.
There we go.
It's the reason you're such a well-renowned coach.
1-3-1 right now, South Oldham, and they'll sort of hedge.
As now out for the three, Harmon leaves it short. Fithian trying to keep the possession alive, or tipped it to a teammate, and he actually went out of bounds.
Well, not only was it short, it was an air ball.
Yeah. And he hears about it.
Yeah, the South Oldham student body letting him know.
As now Leche with it on top. Looks like he wants to drive in on Searcy. Now hands it off. Harmon able to use his speed and get to the bucket.
Oldham 3 for 3 here starting this second half.
That'll do. As up top, Searcy will fire another three.
They're basically giving Searcy the shot.
I mean, he is not knocked one down yet. Still scoreless, but he's had three really good looks from beyond the arc.
Well, if you're not used to being the man, sometimes you can be open to all you want.
Well, and Coach Simpson over there on that Dragon sideline arguing something. Now the officials come together.
Leche out and Neitlinger in.
Now inbounding here for Julian Miles. He'll fire another one.
Ooh, air ball.
That one comes up empty, absolutely. As now Hinkle has it. His team trailing by 3. Driving in is Keitlinger, and he takes some contact. So for as much as they were letting them play in that first half, tightened up here have the officials in this second half. Now inbounds for Markham. Up top, Hinkle. Hinkle was looking for Keitlinger. Instead goes over to the eighth grader Bryant. He'll drive in, stop and pop. That was a great looking shot, but it doesn't fall, and then a foul on the floor. As that is the second foul called against the Dragons here in this third frame.
Substitution for the Dragons, number 11, Colton Wukturl.
Wukturl back on the floor. Brooks B heading over to the South Oldham sideline. Inbound here for Markham. Markham had an awkward angle, couldn't finish. And then Keitlinger had another attempt. Markham with the offensive rebound, and he finally gets it up and in and gets fouled.
Well, once again, for Oldham to be successful, Markham has got to play this way. And he has a tendency sometimes to disappear. And in a game of this magnitude, he can't. He's got to be as he is playing right now.
And free throw batted around, but he doesn't get it to drop. And then a foul down low called against Keitlinger. Markham now with 16 points. Came in averaging nearly 14 a game. So both teams now with 3 fouls up on the scoreboard. Still 5 to play here in this third quarter. As Burnside free throw line. Now kicks it out up top. Here's Miles. Gets in the lane, but gets his progress stopped. Fithian. Back to Miles. Another 3 comes off. And rebounded by Jeremy Harmon. Now Ty Bryant. Hinkle.
Hinkle really hasn't done much offensively tonight. Harmon short-armed that one a little bit.
Yeah, you mentioned Hinkle has not scored. Guy averaging 7.5 points a game, and then a big-time finish on the other end by William Burnside. And he gets fouled as well.
Teams 4 at the line, shooting 1 for the Dragons.
Let's take a look at that William Burnside finish. Took the contact, got it up and in. Well done there by the South Oldham senior. Coach, this is almost the exact opposite of our girls' game where we saw our fair share of 7th graders, 8th graders, freshmen. Both of these teams very old.
Very, very old.
As Burnside can't convert on the three-point play. But South Oldham now back on top by 3.
South in a 1-3-1, going to trap it hard.
Bryant looking for the tie.
And Bryant can't buy one as of yet.
Fithian. Back to Searcy. Once again, Oldham County just sagging off of Xander Searcy. In the middle now, Burnside. Step back, got it. Burnside now with 10 points in this one. And South back on top by 5.
Bringing the 1-3-1 out. They're extending it a little bit. Oldham unable to make a shot against the 1-3-1.
And Miles, quick outlet up for Searcy, and then he is fouled in the front court with 3:32 to play here in this third quarter. That was the 5th foul on Oldham County. First on Will Hinkle, but that's going to send Searcy to the free throw line.
Well, once again, Hinkle hasn't made a shot on the offensive end, and Harmon struggling as well.
Searcy gets a default. Little Mario music after the make. Nolan Leche, Henry Markham back on the floor. It looked like Jeremy Harmon going over to the sideline, as did Brooks Keitlinger. Searcy will go 1 of 2 from the line here as Markham pulls down the board.
South stays in the 1-3-1. Oldham yet to really solve it.
Leche cross court for Hinkle. Back to Leche. Bryant, corner 3, and still looking for that first one. As Hinkle somehow comes out of there with a board. Smallest guy on the floor.
Excellent feed.
Now McRoberts can't get it up and in. Searcy will drive in, sees Henry Markham there waiting for him, thinks otherwise, kicks it out Fithian, and Fithian gets another one to fall. He's got 17 now, as that'll bring us to a timeout here with 2:49 to play in this third quarter. We'll step aside for one as well. It'll be a full timeout. Stick with us. Oldham High School's basketball carries on Glycod.
Ease the stress of running a business? Then count on the accountants at Kelly King & Company. They offer a wide array of services, including taxes, payroll, and bookkeeping, while providing deep analysis and strategic guidance to help you make sound, smart business decisions. Contact Troy in Crestwood at 502-241-5656 or visit them online at kingcpa.net. Kelly King & Company, proudly serving and supporting Oldham County for generations and a dedicated partner to small business.
You're watching Oldham High School's basketball from Glycod.
And back here, South Oldham High School, the Dungeon. Steve Simpson Court is the site of tonight's contest. 29th District semifinal on the boys' side of things. Justin Kalin, Gary Forrest back here alongside you. And, Coach, let's talk a little bit about Coach Simpson. Now in his 25th season. He's a guy you know very well. He has been around at South Oldham for a long time now.
Well, now he's at his 25th season, I believe, here at South.
Yeah, correct.
I think this might be around 32 or 3 for him total, but this is where he calls his home now. He's been very successful. Loves to shoot the three. He's one of the early guys to buy into the three as the way to play the game, and really has been instrumental. A lot of people in the state have watched him.
Coach Simpson in his 27th career season. Still 497 wins to just 299 losses.
Yeah, he told me he was never going to retire until he surpassed my wins. So
how much longer has he got?
He can quit any time. He's surpassed it.
As that shot by Markham comes up short, but Leche had another opportunity. And then Julian Miles takes it away behind the back. Now a over-the-shoulder pass. Burnside up and in. And that's really unfortunate that Julian Miles doesn't get the assist on that, because that all started because of him.
Yep.
Now McRoberts up to Hinkle. He'll drop it down low, looking for Markham. Now another takeaway here. Wuchterl. And a good play on the ball there by Will Hinkle.
Jump ball.
South Oldham is not happy with the call. From where we sit, Coach, that was perfectly called.
Yeah, he's right on top of it. We're sitting right here in front of him. He just did a great job of hustling back.
That's what Will Hinkle brings to the table.
Well, you know, he's been offensively much better than he's shown tonight. So they, with him and Bryant, they're going to have to start making some shots.
Now Fithian has that one poked loose, but gets it right back. Cross court, Searcy, another three. Once again comes up empty. Now Burnside on the board, and he'll be fouled.
Well, Oldham right now, Markham picks up his fourth.
That's
hasn't
big.
really got a lot done. You know, he's disappeared. One of the things we talked about, you know, they really need him.
As Burnside's first free throw up and in. So there goes Henry Markham over to the sideline. Keitlinger back on the floor. South's lead has ballooned up to 12 now. And Burnside with one more opportunity at the line to make it 13. And he will. William Burnside now with 8 points in this third quarter after 6 first half points. So up to 14 for the game. McRoberts nearly turning that over. And quickly up. And that one up and in. Jeremy Harmon splashes home the three. Now down low, Burnside again. He'll attack the bucket, and why not?
Yeah, right now, Burnside is taking it to him, and his teammates realize it. They're getting him the ball where he needs it.
Well, and that's where it hurts having Henry Markham have to check out of the game. Takes that size out of there for Oldham County, and Burnside's having a field day right now.
Well, I think Burnside is probably one of the better big men in the 8th region, and many times he's overlooked because he's a consummate team player. Rather than shoot it, he'll pass it to the man that's got a better shot. But he's good both inside and outside. But they're going to have to get more out of the 8th grader right now.
Does knock down the first free throw, as that last foul against South was their 5th. So free throws the rest of the way for both of these teams in this quarter, as Bryant does go 2 for 2. So now 4 points total for Ty Bryant, as Oldham back to within 10. Minute left here in this third quarter. Burnside thought about a 3. I don't know why he would with as much success as he's had inside, as now he's trying to shake Will Hinkle, and Hinkle's going to pick up the foul, and Burnside going back to the stripe.
Well, Hinkle's got to realize the situation, time and such. There's no need to make a foul on Burnside all the way out top, but what he can do is make free throws.
And he does so there, pure as the morning dew.
Well, 84% from the line as a team for South Oldham. You don't want to be fouling them. And Oldham at the same time is 83.
Burnside looked really good on both of those. How about 12 third quarter points for William Burnside to really give South an advantage?
South back to the man-to-man now, so they've gotten out of the 1-3-1, doing a great job of keeping Oldham off balance, and at the same time with Oldham out. And, there's an air ball from the corner.
That was Keitlinger firing that one up, as now Searcy out for 50, and another one. Why not?
Better know where the 3-shooter is.
That's 20 points now for Jake Fithian. Have yourself a night.
This Oldham letting South get it into what they want to do, get up and down the floor.
Now blocked away as Hinkle tried to come up to the bucket. Wakuro will slam another one down. And now Oldham County, they are not going to get off a shot, and that will bring us to the end of 3 quarters. South Oldham 55, Oldham County 38. We'll step aside for a quarter break here, come back, and we'll bring you that 4th and final frame right here on Glycod.
Are you a parent battling with raising your child in today's fallen world? You're not alone. The Operation Parent Handbook is your beacon of hope with info and guidance on social media, vaping, anxiety, and more. It's a resource that equips you with the guidance and conversation starters you need in your parenting journey. Use discount code KIDS at checkout to get 10% off any handbook. Visit OperationParent.org to reclaim your confidence as a parent. Operation Parent, you've got this.
Blinds to rent, not just blinds. Blinds to rent, not just blinds.
You're watching Oldham High School's basketball from Glycod.
4th and final quarter set to get underway, and your 29th district boys semifinal, and it was all South Oldham in that third quarter as they now lead 55-38. Justin Kalen, Gary Forrest back here alongside you, and Coach, it really comes down to third quarter, South Oldham 24, Oldham County 13. They really outscored them pretty good there.
Well, and I think one of the things that Coach Simpson did was they changed defenses in and out from the 1-3-1 to the 2-3 to the man-to-man, and they kept Oldham off balance.
As here we go, see how the fourth quarter shakes out, as it will be Colonel's basketball to begin, and they're going to promptly turn it over, as that was K.I. Bowen, a freshman, losing that ball out of bounds.
Yeah.
Now Fithian looks to stay hot, and he will. Tell you what, Coach, Jake Fithian's making our most outstanding player decision for us. Real easy.
Well, I tell you what, the great thing about it is, you know, they're used to watching Miles run the show. And in this game, he's been really good about setting his teammate up. A lot of times Miles will show it by shooting. Tonight, he's done it by making his teammate better.
And a three on the other end by Bowen. Yeah, hard to believe Julian Miles with just 3 points, 20 points below his season average as he takes a foul here.
Fouls on number 2, Jacoby McRoberts, his first.
McRoberts picks up the foul that time. So I mentioned Julian Miles, 20 points behind his season average, but when you've got a teammate with 23 like Jake Fithian has, you don't really need to score. Fithian looking to add on and does not, but look who does. Burnside on the offensive rebound, and then a jump ball will keep it here with South Oldham.
Returning to the game for Oldham County, number 3, Nolan Leche.
Yeah, Fithian and Burnside have combined for over 40 points here in this game. 41 to be exact. Haven't really needed much from Julian Miles. As Fithian triggers the inbounds for Burnside. This time no good. Rebounded inside by Bryant. Now McRoberts loses it.
McRoberts has been really shaky with his ball handling since he's came back in the game.
Fithian missing another one off another great look, but Burnside yet another offensive rebound. And now Burnside, he can't convert. And taken out of there by Bowen. He'll quickly go up for Ty Bryant, and he gets fouled as looked like he was a little confused there, Coach, whether he wanted to lay it up or jam it.
I really don't know, but like you say, there was a little bit of confusion when he went up, and you should never be confused when you're shooting the ball.
As that'll be the first foul called against South Oldham here.
South Oldham yet to make a turnover this half.
Wow. That's how you pull away and build a 17-point lead, huh?
Well, that's how you don't beat yourself.
Yep. As Bryant knocks down the first free throw. Gives a high five to Casper.
You know, we talked about keeping South in the 50s and 60s. If you're Oldham and you want to win, they were on track the first half, but it seems to be getting away from them a little bit now.
It's now a 16-point game. South leading this one as down low for Burnside, and he'll get fouled and another trip to the free throw line. Coach, I might have spoke too soon saying Jake Fithian making our job easy.
I tell you what, Fithian, you know, a lot of kids went ahead and shot that. He knew his team could benefit more by getting the ball inside to Burnside. And, you know, Burnside got fouled on the shot. And a lot of times when a player is averaging 20 or so points a game and they're not getting their points, a guy like Miles will maybe tend to maybe shoot too much. I think he's done a great job of holding in check and making his teammates better.
Well, and he hasn't forced anything, has been it for me. As now Burnside up to 20, 14 of those coming in this second half. As Leche will fire the three here. Burnside, yet another rebound. It's now the South Oldham student section starting to get a little testy towards the Oldham County student section.
Well,
the good old "we can't hear you" chant as Julian Miles up and in.
Now Miles, as they push this thing out to 20, sort of quietly.
As as we will get a full timeout taken here with 5:57 left. We'll sneak one in ourselves. Stick with us. Oldham High School's basketball coverage continues on Glycod.
When you need protection and peace of mind with superior service, contact Jay Hall at Insurance Associates in LaGrange. Choose from their range of policies that cover what you value most, including dozens of top-name insurance companies like Westfield. For more information and a free no-obligation quote, call 502-222-9558. Insurance Associates at 204 West Jefferson Street in LaGrange. Insurance for all areas of your life.
You're watching Oldham High School's basketball from Glycod.
And back here, South Oldham, the site of tonight's 29th District Semifinal. Here on our boys' side of things, wrapped up our girls' coverage earlier this evening. A 53-41 win for Oldham County. And it's been all South Oldham here in this second half. They lead by 20, 62-42. Justin Kalen back here alongside Coach Gary Forrest. And, Coach, if South's able to hang on here, that'll set up a South-North battle for a district championship on Friday night. That's got fun written all over it if that's how it plays out. As Markham inside, up and in. Markham's got to be careful out there with those 4 fouls. Let's see if Oldham can claw their way back into this thing. Not if Julian Miles decides he wants to get to the bucket with ease. Misses, but Burnside on the stick back. Now up and over his man. On the other end, Jacoby Roberts trying to keep possession alive, and he'll knock it out of play. Back to a 20-point lead here for South. Inbounds for Miles. Gets past McRoberts with ease. Now able to get it off for Burnside. Miles was looking for a foul. Wuchterl up top. Fithian. And Fithian gets it stripped away, but tries to keep possession alive and loses it. And Coach Simpson pleading with the other official to take a look at that. You got to tell him. It's the wrong call.
The first turnover of the second half for South Oldham, and many people would say, well, that was kind of iffy.
That's incredible. That's an incredible stat.
South back to a man-to-man. Change of defenses seems to have really kept Oldham off balance.
Here's Hinkle. There we go, up and in for
First
Will
bucket
Hinkle.
of the game for Hinkle.
Sure is. As it gets Oldham back to within 18 now. We're nearly halfway through this fourth and final quarter.
Miles seems like he can pretty much score it anytime he wants to, but he's done a really good job. There's a backside cut.
Right on cue. He's now up to 7 points for the game.
It's kind of like one of those deals, boys, I got one on me.
Now McRoberts in the lane. A little too much on that one. As rebound pulled down, quickly up, Wuchterl again. Colton Wuchterl, 8 points in this game, 6 of them coming off of dunks so far, as that'll bring us to a timeout with 3:46 left. We'll sneak one in ourselves. Stick with us. More Oldham High School's basketball coverage coming up on Glycod.
Only your locally owned Cub Cadet dealer has genuine parts, accessories, trained service technicians, and the widest selection of innovative Cub Cadet products. We're here for you whenever you need us, with expert service and support to keep your equipment running at peak performance for years to come. Visit your locally owned power equipment dealer, Anderson Sales and Service in Madison, Crestwood, and our newest location at 1675 Watterson Trail in Louisville. You're watching Oldham High School's basketball from Glycod.
And back here, South Oldham inside the dungeon as a number of people headed for the exits, as it is a 68-46 lead for South Oldham. As let's take a look at that last dunk prior to the timeout. A thing of beauty for Colton Wuchterl. Justin Kalen, Gary Forrest back here with you. Wuchterl, 8 points, 6 of them coming off of dunks as he is putting on a show for the South Oldham fans here in attendance, and the Dragons as a whole putting on a show as they lead by 22. Under 4 to play. Bryant on the step through. Harmon offensive rebound, and he's going to get fouled, so a pair of free throws upcoming for him.
Fouls on number 11, Colton Workturl, his second, team second. At the line for the Colonels, Jeremy Harmon.
Jeremy Harmon steps to the stripe. 9 points for him so far tonight, make it 10. Puts that toe right up on that line. And converts on both.
Some of you older people out there listening might remember his dad, Jerome Harmon, played for University of Louisville.
And all the way to the bucket, Julian Miles up and in.
Well, the shooting percentage South has made this second half is astronomical.
Doesn't seem like they've missed very many shots.
They
that's
haven't.
for sure.
I'll just tell you.
Julian Miles now at 9 points after he couldn't convert on the three-point play. And South continues to lead by 22, but now make it 20 as Jeremy Harmon all the way to the bucket for the finish. Miles tried to get it into the corner for Burnside, but thrown away. Now Harmon up for Keitlinger. He'll try to attack the bucket and draws the foul. Third team foul called against South here in this fourth quarter. 2:55 to play. So it's looking like South will advance to take on North Oldham in the 29th District Championship on Friday night. That is going to be a fun evening of basketball games. On the girls' side, it'll be Oldham County taking on South Oldham as the free throw up and in by Keitlinger.
South Oldham right now 15 of 22 this second half.
Wuchterl will fire a three. That's too far from the bucket, Colton. But he gets it to fall. How about the game from him here in this one?
Let's say 16 of 22. It's pretty good shooting.
Wow, that is really good. As Julian Miles takes it away, another pass up for Fithian, who gets it up and in again. It's now 25 for Jake Fithian. Up top, Markham. Ty Bryant. Tell you what, Coach, I'm excited about Ty Bryant, watching him grow up in this Oldham County system. I like a lot about his game. Hasn't had the best game here in this one, but you know he's a guy that's just capable. As Harmon inside Keitlinger. And he'll draw the foul, so to the free throw line he'll go.
Has Markham scored this second half?
Markham has scored, yes, 8 this second half.
Okay.
Yeah. 18 for the game for him. Keitlinger up and in on the first one. As Jeremy Harmon going to head over to the sideline. Under 2 to play here in this one. Keitlinger goes 1 of 2. And just like that, Coach, South Oldham right at their season average of 75 points. And now a travel in the backcourt by Julian Miles.
Number 10, Matt Withrow.
So 75 up on the board for South. They're allowing nearly 59 points per game. So right on pace for that, as well as Oldham with a 53 up on the scoreboard now. Here's Ty Bryant. In the lane, has it knocked away, but they're going to whistle a foul. So Bryant will go to the free throw line. First one off. And now a mass substitution here for South Oldham. Adam Burkhead comes in. Joaquin Siakam comes in. Adrian Miles coming in. Carter Lawrence also onto the floor for South Oldham. And Sam Estrada, a 6'3 senior, also checking in. As we're down under 90 seconds to play here in this one. Now up top with it, that is Burkhead. He nearly loses it, now he does. As Leche comes away with it. Into the corner, Bryant with a three. And he can't convert again. And now Leche going for the stick back, he misses. Also, Matt Withrow, an 8th grader, on the floor for Oldham. And now a couple more younger players coming out onto the floor. Austin Schmidt, a 5'7 sophomore, and Cooper Collins, a 5'8 sophomore, checking in. And Markham will head over and embrace Coach Renner in a big hug. Him and Nolan Leche both. And now the bucket inside, up and in, as Sam Estrada gets it to fall. 45 seconds left. Now out on top with it is Bowen. Back with Bowen here. He'll fire it up, leaves it short. But the offensive rebound taken out of there by Withrow. And then a three splashed home by Austin Schmidt. Coach, how valuable are these minutes for younger players playing in this district semifinal moving forward, potentially thinking about years in the future?
Well, it really kind of depends where you're at mentally. You know, the Oldham kids are just glad to get in and to score, but they're disappointed they're losing.
Yeah.
And for the South kids, they're glad to be in, and they're also glad that they're winning and playing really well.
Yeah, no doubt. And South absolutely played well in this one, as they're going to win it going away. 77-56 is the final score. A massive, massive second half for South Oldham to be victorious here in this one. They will advance to take on North Oldham in Friday night's district championship. We'll step aside for a break here, come back on the other side, and we'll break it all down for you and close it out here as you've been watching Oldham High School's basketball right here on Glycod.
You cannot depend on Oliver's parallel parking.
Hey, you got it, man!
But you can always depend on his car starting because he has an Interstate battery. Interstate batteries, outrageously dependable.
Come by Interstate Batteries, 1510 Production Road, Jeffersonville.
Trying to be a responsible citizen and the best recycler you can be, but you just aren't sure what goes where? Google Oldham County Waste Wizard and check out the Wizard search engine. Just type in the name of your mystery item and see what pops up. It will tell you whether it goes in the trash, recycle bin, or donations. It tells you how to discard troublesome items like paint and televisions. Can you believe it even tells you how to get rid of a boat? Oldham County Waste Wizard, do you believe in magic?
This message funded by Oldham County Solid Waste Management. Looking to ease the stress of running a business? Then count on the accountants at Kelly King & Company. They offer a wide array of services, including taxes, payroll, and bookkeeping, while providing deep analysis and strategic guidance to help you make sound, smart business decisions. Contact Troy in Crestwood at 502-241-5656 or visit them online at kingcpa.net. Kelly King & Company, proudly serving and supporting Oldham County for generations and a dedicated partner to small business.
From tools and equipment to tips on finishing your project, see the helpful folks at Crestwood Hardware, your locally owned Ace Hardware store. Built on more than a century of service, Crestwood Hardware offers Oldham County's best and most convenient selection of products for your home, farm, or garden. Visit Crestwood Hardware, 6536 West Highway 22, phone 502-241-8491. And for rewards when you shop, download the Ace Hardware app.
Time matters, and when you need a fast and easy car wash, try Clementine's. Family owned and open 24 hours a day. Clementine's is a touchless wash that can make your car look as good as new in as little as 3 minutes. Visit them at Kroger Fuel Center at 2010 Highway 53 in LaGrange. Clementine's, a proud supporter of high school athletics and juiced by Thomas Car Wash.
Line Direct, not just blinds. Line Direct, not just blinds.
For dependable, friendly heating, cooling, electric, and plumbing service, it's Kinzer & Kinzer at 200 East Jefferson Street in LaGrange. Locally owned and operated since 1983. Call 502-222-0497.
For your surprisingly great rates, contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Leslie Gilly in Crestwood today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Tonight's post-game recap is brought to you by Crestwood State Farm Insurance Agent Leslie Gilly. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
And back here, South Oldham, as it was the Dragons 77-56 winning in this one, as they will advance to the 29th District Championship on Friday night versus North Oldham. Justin Kalen, Gary Forrest back here alongside you. And just a reminder, tonight's scoreboard presented by Robin Lawson of Financial Solutions. Clarity for your financial future. As let's go ahead and take a look at our individual scoring. Coach, I'll give you a little bit more time to add up the team scoring, and we'll get those in the next segment, but I will bring you the individual scoring here. As first for Oldham County, lots of guys finding the scoring column. There was 8 of them, led by Henry Markham with 18 points. Jeremy Harmon, 13 points here in this one. 5 points for Ty Bryant, 5 as well for Jacoby McRoberts. 4 points for Nolan Leche. 3 points Brooks Keitlinger. 3 points as well K.I. Bowen. 2 points for Will Hinkle. 2 points, or no, that'll wrap up the scoring. Austin Schmidt, I believe I forgot him. 3 points here in the contest for him. For South Oldham, 25 points. They were led by Jake Fithian. 22 for William Burnside. 11 for Colton Wuckturl. 9 for Julian Miles, 7 for Brooks B, 2 points for Sam Estrada, and 1 point for Xander Searcy, as we're now joined up here by Coach Steve Simpson, as we're going to get him on a mic here in just a second. As there's that for you, Coach. Fantastic game, first of all, for your squad here in this one tonight. Was very impressed with how you all played, and it culminates in a 21-point win.
Yeah, we got off to kind of a slow start. It was kind of just like treading water a little bit there early in the game. And then second half we were able to – we played our 1-3-1 a little bit more in the second half, kind of got the tempo going up a little bit. And so I thought that kind of plays into our favor a little bit.
Yeah, no doubt. 46 second-half points. Very impressive stuff. I thought the shooting by your squad was really good tonight. How happy are you that you're going into Friday's game now? It's going to be a fun ball game, a fun rivalry against North Oldham.
When you're in a 3-team district and there's 3 good schools in the district, and you don't get that bye in the regular season, this game here it weighs heavy. It weighs heavy on you. It weighs heavy on your kids. And I thought I saw a little bit of that in our kids early. We really tried to make things light the last couple of days, but you could see it weighing on them a little bit. So I'm really excited. If you can get out of this district and get to the regional tournament, then anybody in this district has a chance. So we're real excited, and I thought our guys played really well. in the second half.
Well, if you get the type of performances you got from Jake Fithian, William Burnside, and Colton Wuchterl tonight, your leading scorer, Julian Miles, coach, 9 points, and you all win this game by 21. That's incredible.
Yeah, no, we've got several guys on this team that can score.
Yep.
And the Cumberland's coach came to watch Julian play one game, and he made a comment to me after the game, and he said, man, your team really shares the ball well. And they were able to find Willie inside tonight and able to find Colton out on the breakaway a little bit, and Jake finally got going. So while some guys may not score as much, this was a total team effort, and I couldn't be more prouder of them.
All right, Coach, final thing I got for you. Any big grandiose expectations for Friday night?
Well, I think it'll be a big crowd.
Yeah.
So that's, I'll just go with that.
All right, well, best of luck moving forward, Coach. That was Coach Steve Simpson of the South Oldham Dragons. His team gets a big-time win here tonight, 77-56. We'll step aside for a break here. We'll come back on the other side. We'll bring you your final team statistics. We've got most outstanding players coming as well. We'll also take a look at the upcoming schedule here on Glycod and then turn the page, say goodnight, and we'll be out of here for the evening. Stick with us. All that coming up for you on the other side. You're watching Oldham High School's basketball on Glycod.
A lot goes into taking care of your property. You need equipment with more durability, versatility, and #1 rated reliability built in. Like Kubota compact tractors that can do it all right, Z-Series mowers that deliver a quality cut, and the Sidekick utility vehicle built for hard work and fun at 40 miles per hour. Kubota equipment lives up to the highest standards. Yours. Visit your local dealer today.
Are you a parent battling with raising your child in today's fallen world? You're not alone. The Operation Parent Handbook is your beacon of hope with info and guidance on social media, vaping, anxiety, and more. It's a resource that equips you with the guidance and conversation starters you need in your parenting journey. Use discount code KIDS at checkout to get 10% off any handbook. Visit operationparent.org to reclaim your confidence as a parent. Operation Parent, you've got this.
For dependable, friendly heating, cooling, electric, and plumbing service, it's Kinzer & Kinzer at 200 East Jefferson Street in LaGrange. Locally owned and operated since 1983. Call 502-222-0497.
Proud supporters of Oldham County High School's athletics. Robin Lawson and Financial Solutions Incorporated have been recognized over a dozen times as Oldham County's best financial planner. Robin and his team provide individuals and small businesses the tools needed to achieve their financial goals, because they care not just about the result, but also the process. Visit their office in LaGrange at 309 West Jefferson Street, or learn more online at oldhamfinancial.com. Financial Solutions Incorporated. Clarity for your financial future.
Check it. Ooh.
Need a better battery? Get an Interstate battery. Outrageously dependable.
Should have had an Interstate.
Come by Interstate Batteries, 1510 Production Road, Jeffersonville.
You're watching Oldham High School's basketball from Glycod.
Back here at the Dungeon, South Oldham High School, where we have wrapped up our coverage of our 29th District semifinals here this evening. But we got to continue to break down this boys contest. And, Coach, I understand you've got some team statistics for us. Tonight's final stats are brought to you by German American Bank. Support your community school with a German American School Spirit check card. Visit GermanAmerican.com for more info. Coach, let's take a look at those team stats.
Okay, we'll take a look at the winning South Oldham team for a total tonight, they were 28 of 48 from the field, so that's over 50%. And, that led to 77 points, a little more than they normally get. That's right up around the top of the state. Rebounds, 23 totaled. Turnovers, only 7 turnovers for the game. You're going to win games when you only turn it over 7 times. For Oldham County, they were 21 of 50 from the field. Rebounds, 18 totaled for the game. And turnovers, 11. So, it was a nicely played game, but at the same time, we talked about some of the things you had to be able to do if you were Oldham to win the game, and that was keep South in the 50s or low 60s. And, when they give up 77 points, that's what South wants to do, and they're always aided by lots of threes and such. And Fithian shot them well. They've got a team that really shows that as seniors, they're very much into, if I can't do it, I'll make sure my fellow teammates do. And, their leading scorer, Julian Miles, didn't have to be the leading scorer tonight. Right. But what we saw him doing, it was getting the ball to other teammates at the right time, whether it be Jason Fithian or William Burnside. Burnside usually averages 11 points a game. Had a great game for him tonight. And that's what makes them a team to maybe be the ones that people – guys, they've won 25 games this year. Yeah. And there's a reason for that. They're senior dominated, yet at the same time, they don't care who gets the points as long as they win. And their defense is much better. I thought their defense made the difference in the second half. They changed from 1-3-1. They trapped out of it. They played it straight. They played man-to-man. They really kept Oldham off balance tonight. Yeah. And they're a team to watch. A lot of people thought the first time around South would beat North. That didn't happen. The great thing about basketball in the state of Kentucky, you get a second time around a chance. Yeah. Hey, North, we saw the other night against St. X, maybe the best team in the state, and North was in the game until the last 2 minutes of the game. They'll play again on Friday night.
Yeah, it's going to be a fun one. It'll be a packed house here inside the Dungeon. Looking forward to that one. If you can make it out, come check it out as well. If not, that'll be on Glycod, right? Absolutely. There we go. All right, let's step aside for our final break here. Come back on the other side. We'll bring you your most outstanding players. Take a look at the upcoming schedule on Glycod as well. All that coming up for you on the other side. You're watching Oldham High School's basketball on Glycod.
Founded in 1910 in the Ohio Valley region, German American Bank has been raising the standards in banking and wealth management for over a century. Big enough to provide the conveniences of modern banking, yet small enough to care about the people and communities we serve. Because we believe that when a community thrives, its people prosper. We're lending more than money. We're lending a hand. German American Bank, building our community together.
From tools and equipment to tips on finishing your project, see the helpful folks at Crestwood Hardware, your locally owned Ace Hardware store. Built on more than a century of service, Crestwood Hardware offers Oldham County's best and most convenient selection of products for your home, farm, or garden. Visit Crestwood Hardware, 6536 West Highway 22, phone 502-241-8491. And for rewards when you shop, download the Ace Hardware app.
When you need protection and peace of mind with superior service, contact Jay Hall at Insurance Associates in LaGrange. Choose from their range of policies that cover what you value most, including dozens of top-name insurance companies like Westfield. For more information and a free no-obligation quote, call 502-222-9558. Insurance Associates at 204 West Jefferson Street in LaGrange. Insurance for all areas of your life.
LaGrange Service Center is a professional automotive service center that aims to provide the highest level of customer satisfaction. Their team is dedicated to performing honest and ethical work. Their experienced technicians make affordably priced immediate and scheduled repairs. Plus, they offer 24-hour emergency roadside assistance and much more. Located at 409 West Jefferson Street, or call 502-222-1673. LaGrange Service Center.
Only your locally owned Cub Cadet dealer has genuine parts, accessories, trained service technicians, and the widest selection of innovative Cub Cadet products. We're here for you whenever you need us, with expert service and support to keep your equipment running at peak performance for years to come. Visit your locally owned power equipment dealer, Anderson Sales and Service in Madison, Crestwood, and our newest location at 1675 Waterson Trail in Louisville.
Trying to be a responsible citizen and the best recycler you can be, but you just aren't sure what goes where? Google Oldham County Waste Wizard and check out the Wizard search engine. Just type in the name of your mystery item and see what pops up. It will tell you whether it goes in the trash, recycle bin, or donations. It tells you how to discard troublesome items like paint and televisions. Can you believe it even tells you how to get rid of a boat? Oldham County Waste Wizard. Do you believe in magic?
This message funded by Oldham County Solid Waste Management.
For your surprisingly great rates, contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Leslie Gilly in Crestwood today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
You're watching Oldham High School's basketball from Glycod.
Back here, South Oldham High School, one final time this evening. As you've been watching your Oldham High School's basketball coverage here on Glycod, Justin Kalen, Gary Forrest back alongside you. One final time as we've got to bring your most outstanding player. Tonight, most outstanding players are presented by Crestwood State Farm Insurance Agent Leslie Gilly. For a quote on home, auto, or life insurance, contact Leslie at 502-384-6184. And for Oldham County, we decided to go with Henry Markham. Coach dealt with a little bit of foul trouble throughout this game, but he still ends up with 18 points.
Yeah, good first half, kept Oldham in it, kept them on the boards, neutralizing a lot of what South did. And I think you saw when he got in foul trouble the second half, they went right at him. And that's when Burnside really kind of stepped it up. This South team, they're fun to watch because they're a senior-oriented bunch that doesn't really care who scores the points. It's the idea of winning the game.
Yeah, speaking of Burnside, glad you brought him up because he's going to be the most outstanding player for South Oldham. It was a tough decision between him and Jake Fithian. Fithian ends up with 25 points, Burnside only 22, but it was the rebounding for William Burnside. It was very impressive throughout the entirety of this game.
Well, I think that we-ness that they have together, I think Fithian realizes that, hey, there'll be other times. You know, it's about winning and moving on, moving forward.
No doubt. And that game on Friday should be a lot of fun. Speaking of that game on Friday, let's take a look at the upcoming schedule. Our upcoming schedule presented by D's Consulting, proud community partner and sponsor of tonight's game on Glycod, as there is lots of tournament action coming up here on Glycod. We're going to be out at a number of districts along the way. And then after districts, Coach, we flip the page. We'll move on to regionals. It's the funnest time of the year, in my opinion.
It's fun. Everything goes really fast. You catch your breath. This year it's a little different on the Kentucky side of the river. You know, we've got an extra week thrown in for the boys just because of scheduling issues at Rupp Arena. The boys' state tournament has an extra week in there. They'll play a couple of games, then they'll take a week off. They'll play some more, and they'll take some time off. You know, immediately this Saturday, boys and girls both draw for regional positionings, and it all starts next week over at Henry County with the girls because they play first in Rupp Arena, getting them through. So they're in there Monday and Tuesdays and back again the following weekend and such. And Glycod to have them all.
Yep, absolutely. If you're looking for any high school coverage coming up, make sure to keep it right here on Glycod. Before we get out of here, certainly want to thank the athletic director, Joe Ritchie, for having us out, getting us set up in a great spot. Coach Simpson as well, helping us out, making sure we've got everything we need. Want to thank executive producer for Glycod, Steve Bird, getting us all the information to be able to bring you all these contests. I'm talking rosters, stats, fun stats, all that stuff. Steve Bird does a great job with that. Todd Carter was our on-site producer here this evening. As always, Todd doing a great job keeping us up and running. Want to also thank Christian Sanchez, who ran the camera for us this evening. Christian doing a great job as always. And to you, Coach, Gary Forrest alongside me. Before we get out of here, any final thoughts?
No, just a great game and more to come. Friday night, we've got district championships here in the 29th at South Oldham. And, boys and girls, we expect really good games.
Yeah, no doubt about it. It was a fun night here as Oldham County girls get it done by a final score of 53-41 over North Oldham. And then South Oldham comes back in the nightcap on the boys' side of things, 77-56 over Oldham County. That'll wrap it up here from South Oldham. Alongside Coach Gary Forrest, this is Justin Kalen saying so long and good night. You've been watching your Oldham High School's basketball coverage right here on Glycod.
From Glycod, this has been Oldham High School's basketball. Tonight's game was brought to you by Oldham County Solid Waste Management, featuring the Waste Wizard search engine. Anderson Sales and Service, a top choice for homeowners and lawn professionals. Kinzer & Kinzer, delivering clean, comfortable air. State Farm Insurance Agent Leslie Gilly. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. German American Bank, serving our community since 1910. LaGrange Service Center. Mortensen Family Dental. Operation Parent. And Financial Solutions Incorporated.
For schedule information about our upcoming broadcasts, visit our website, glicod.com, Facebook and Twitter @Glycod. We thank you for tuning into this live sports presentation from Glycod.